example, Milky's army, who's probably got what 300 points around there. He can still have a game and match it with other people, and it's still like balanced to a point.
I'd say close to 350, 400 because I've got a dreadnought as well. They're pretty expensive.
Is it built?
It's together, yes.
Is it painted?
It's
Oh,
black.
how's this, Darty? You get an extra because the victory points are changing. You have a fully painted army. You get 10 victory points. It's in the rule book,
they're
man.
popping vehicles again.
It's retarded.
So yeah, they released the new rules on the Warhammer
community
site.
page. I can link it to you if you want.
So much bright, sister.
Why is it just me or is Darty's camera really pixelated?
That's you, because you are really pixelated.
That's Darty.
Yeah, nah, I've got Badger as pixelated.
I'll blame school holidays. Just blame school holidays.
It could be Discord.
I blame Discord actually, because now that a full screen Discord, everyone's pixelated. Especially Mishi.
Yeah. Darty's fine when he's like barely moving. When Mishi just standing there, he's like, "Whoa, too much light," is what's going on with Darty. Oh, with Mishi's camera.
I have light sources everywhere.
I'd say it's Discord.
Goddamn Discord.
I sent you the link in Discord, Mishi private message.
See why?
It is not available to pre-order. Makes me sad.
What's not available to pre-order?
The new bot.
The 11th. Sorry, the 7th or the 11th of July is their official announcement for the pre-order.
Okay. I thought it was the 4th or 5th. Sorry.
Jesse really wants everybody to have a copy of Gary's mod before my next LAN.
Man, I want your borders to open before your next LAN.
Fucking same, mate. Oh, everybody, the next LAN's before the borders open, so Sham.
Yeah, it's tomorrow, dickhead.
You think I'd do that to you, you fuckwit?
Probably not.
Probably. Keyword
After
is
remains
probably.
Well,
No, Jesse said
I'm not locked down. My suburb's good.
Jesse said, "Don't worry." Oh, your camera just moved, Sham. You're
Fuck's
now
sake.
tilted. Jesse just said, "Don't worry, Sham. We're gonna be waiting for you because I need blueberry slice."
You're goddamn right, Badger.
Well, we only had 66 new cases in the last 24 hours.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
Victoria.
down from 72.
That is down. Actually, that's considering the metric ton of testing that we're doing.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
I also find
I mean, that's pretty horrendous compared to, what was it, 0?
it's pretty funny considering you guys aren't forcing testing. So, you're not going to find cases unless somebody's sick.
We don't need to force testing.
No, but slowing down the testing lowers the numbers, Badger. You should know that.
Yeah,
That's Trump style of governance.
That's exactly what every other state is doing. But hey, let's blame Victoria for you guys being tight cunts. That's all fine.
Let's look at how many cases Victoria's had, how many tests Victoria's done.
No, don't bring logic into
Actually,
it.
I'm willing to bet against that.
There's a single South Australian here that may get offended.
Oh, no, please. Have a look at the results. I'm pretty sure I've tested more than you have.
It's hard to offend a South Australian who doesn't wear a mask when he goes out.
I'm sorry, we don't have any active cases. Please stay indoors and stay safe. Meanwhile, I'll just go down to the road and grab a coffee and also go to the cinemas and...
We can do that
Why
too.
would you want to go to SA anyway? Like, fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Like, even if there is no COVID there, why would you want to go anyways?
SA's logic is pretty much you can't get sick if everyone is sick.
That makes no sense. Sounds like Victoria right now. I'm sick, but I'm gonna go to work.
See, you say that, but it's not.
I do.
It's not all Victorians that are the problem. It's a
Oh,
No,
specific.
it's
So
okay. It's
you were
everyone
saying
in Melbourne.
So you were saying about South Australia test numbers?
I think it's like 157,000 or something.
Yeah, we've done 880,000.
Johnny rate it.
No, I was just seeing if I disconnected and then rejoined, did it fix the issues?
There's no camera at all now, so yes, it's fixed it. Hey, Johnny's like crystal clear.
So,
well, it's fixed the grainy issues that I had.
I think per capita, we've done the most in the country.
And again, it's like people are blaming our premier for it, and it's like fuck off. It's not his fault. People are just dickheads.
Yeah, it's not his fault that people are dickheads, but he does have a big mouth on him.
It's not his fault that my company's special.
Yeah, yeah, he does have a big mouth. He had a shot at South Australia, so Sham hates him.
That was a joke.
I've had many shots at South Australia, and Sham doesn't hate me.
Badger's better. Badger for premier.
Oh, that means I have to talk in front of people, and I struggle going to a fucking party.
You don't. Just hire somebody to do that for you.
Hey, Darty, you want to talk in front of Victoria? You're hired! Too late, you've already been hired, I said it.
You get a retirement bonus.
I'll give you $8 an hour.
100,000 an hour.
Oh my god, I hate this fucking gate you've got on your Discord. Watch Darty when he talks. He starts talking, and it's like a Chinese movie, dubbed in English.
Oh, is it not?
Oh,
it should be
God.
commentary through it.
Oh, now that you've pointed it out.
Darty, do something from an old Chinese movie.
Wait, what's happening?
Daddy talks, finishes talking, then his mouth moves.
No, Darty starts talking in the picture, and then like a second later, he starts talking in voice. Then he stops
Is that
talking
better?
in video. Do
Is that
again.
better?
No,
Yeah.
that's horrendous.
That's a little bit better.
Oh, I don't know. I'll turn the gate off if you don't reckon it's any different.
No,
But the
that's
gate-
better.
Yeah.
Really?
Because
I
I'm
don't
using
think
push
it's
to
any
talk,
different.
so.
That's so funny.
What have you got your gate set to?
The gate was set to 3.
So, yeah, per capita, we've got more tests than South Oz.
Does anyone notice, since we're changing the subject from COVID now, because we can't
Yes.
stream about COVID, Milky has an
What?
electric bike behind him.
Excuse me? Hold on, let me zoom in.
Enhance.
Let me zoom in hands.
Alright, I'm very suspicious because Milky can't afford that.
That's my homemade e-bike, bitches.
I don't believe
gonna
it's
say-
homemade either. You don't have the technical knowledge for that kind of thing.
Straps
Well, I bought a
battery,
kit and put it on a bike.
straps electric motor and battery to thing. Follows instructions. Milky's
Holds Alt
not-
F4, goes forward.
Hey, come on. You build some models.
Yeah. Milky's a smart man. He just says dumb shit.
Prove it.
I have my moments.
See? Just then. He
That was
said
stupid
dumb
shit.
shit. I had your back there, Milky.
Why are you drinking your own urine?
Gross. Because it's gamer fuel.
Very good. Where's your Doritos?
Oh, I want Mountain Dew.
Doritos.
That's what we're calling his urine now.
Yes. Mountain Dew and Doritos.
Yeah, I ran out last.
Oh, is that Dorito Mountain Dew flavor? Is that what you're talking about? Was that was a thing, right?
I think it was as a limited time
Doritos-
thing. I do remember
It was
something
too,
stupid
wasn't
like that.
And it was horrendous.
Wasn't it called
So-
Carl?
It's alright. I'm drinking Chuck Norris's piss. And yes, it was a thing, and it was fucking disgusting.
I
I'm
never.
gonna
had
grab a
it.
drink. Daddy's got 1 minute to be here.
Darty?
Yeah.
Darty's
Oh my
here.
god, I'm here.
Sorry, I'm so used to Darty being late. Jonah got 1 minute.
Is it Shams just getting the meme again?
What a new
What?
webcam, not me.
Shem walks into the room. Cleric has been smitten by his god. Fuck with the
I can
DM
accept this.
now! I'm actually gonna take more Panadol before we start.
I've got to take some drugs too.
We'll get on it, Karen.
Legal drugs. Just to clarify. For Twitch.
I don't believe that for a second.
I don't think anybody cares about my 2-viewer stream, which just happens to be us anyway.
Oh yeah. Oh, hang on. I'm going to join that too. Is it up?
Yeah, it's up.
Inflate the view count.
It's really weird. I was watching the stream and I just had to report the guy for talking about drugs on stream.
You know what's really funny? I actually got a warning from Twitch for vaping on stream because people thought I was like hitting a bong because no one knew what it was because I was vaping off stream and then like blowing the cloud on stream. I'm like, it's just a vape. Don't ban me.
Sure. You've got the vape on hand, on hand. Bong off screen, vape on hand, just to prove people. That this is what I'm doing, Dad.
I was like, I'm in trouble. I've made a boo-boo. So now I always vape on screen. I don't do anything. It's just like, yep, there it is.
Oh,
Fuck
everyone
all
went
you.
pixelated again.
Yes, you are. And saturated.
Actually,
God.
for me, everybody else has as well.
Alright.
For
Quitting.
me,
think
you're picked.
Yep, now you're just a blur of pixels.
Hang on, I can do you one better.
Please turn into a pixel.
The singular pixel.
You say that, Sham, as a joke.
Yes. I do. It's Susie! A pixelated Susie, but still a Susie.
That's our pixelated baby.
The highlight of the stream.
This stream is sent.
This
Milky,
stream is sponsored
What
by...
is happening to Milky?
Milky's deliberately pixelating his.
Oh, no, that looks a lot clearer
I
now.
have become the pixel.
That much better.
Jesse likes that version more.
Hey, do you want to roll a saving throw?
See, I'm the part that's covered in most hentai movies. It's all pixelated.
Mitch is just like, why? Why you exist?
Please cancel your live subscription.
He's seen the tentacles. He's seen the dark side of Japan.
That's
I
why
mean,
it's pixelated.
yes, but how do you know that?
Daddy, run a speed test.
Hey?
Please don't run a speed test.
No, run a speed test to see what's going on. See if your internet's slow. Because it is school holidays. Because everyone's just gone, excluding Milky. Everyone has gone pixelated as fuck.
Milky, I think somehow, like, I know you've intentionally pixelated it, but I think it's still pixelating the pixelation.
I think your pixels are pixelated.
I heard you like pixels, so we pixeled your pixel to pixel your pixel.
Also,
I mean,
I don't want to look at your mouth.
I've got 22 ping and 94 download. What's upload though? We'll find out soon.
I feel like I'm in an 8-bit game.
I beat Sham.
I'm 42 download. I mean upload.
God damn it.
Beat
I'm
that
losing now.
bitch.
I got 15 ping.
No wonder why
96
you're
download,
pixelated.
35 upload.
How much ping?
15.
I remember when
Although,
ping used to be like
I,
5.
Actually, because
Oh,
I'm running the
these-
stream, so that'll be taken up.
And then
these-
the MBN got loaded.
These internet speeds: 20 megabit upload, 6 megabit download.
5G
I
might
think,
be
it'll be
Beautiful.
up, I think it's the other way around. Download's done first, then upload.
Yeah, 20 megabit downloads,
Oh my
Okay.
god.
4.3 megabit upload, 32 ping.
That'll take you. You were talking about Valorant before. That would have taken you like 3 days to download.
Yeah, I didn't realize how shit the internet was here.
Oof.
What do you have there?
Oh, it's mum.
Shit.
She's got like crappy NBN.
Yeah, so what, HFC, fiber to the node.
Yeah, fiber to the node. Tell me
So
that.
hi,
Still better
Sam.
than HFC.
Hi,
I've
Sam.
got fiber to the curb, so I get 100 and like 50.
In
Melbourne.
in 8 months' time, I have fiber to the premises.
Oh, nice. How much does that cost, or is that built in as part of it?
It'll be when I move out.
You know who already has fiber to the premises?
Not you, because on cable, fuckwit.
You know who already has faster internet than than fiber to the premises?
Hey Badger, do a speed test. What's your ping?
11.
I doubt it. Screenshot sent in chat.
Pixar didn't happen.
See, Milky's clear, but he looks like he's a lower frame rate.
Yeah, wait till he moves.
Oh,
Was that 240?
It probably was.
My door frame is wobbling.
Please stop it.
Well, I just did a speed test.
My camera's
full
wobbling.
ping, 90 down and 30 up.
yeah, it's definitely Discord. It's just
Like,
shitting itself.
door frames aren't supposed to wobble like that.
Probably reduce the quality. That might make it a little bit better.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. Discord will fix itself soon.
There you go. That's at like 720. A little bit smoother.
I have another webcam option. What is this one? Nope, that's a bad one. Although I like it.
It's
You
like-
know what?
it reminds me of chat roulette.
That was not what I was expecting.
There you go, Sham. Play a chat.
Your unlimited download just to press that.
But that's
Rating faster than 99% of AU.
Go to Melbourne. Don't go to Geelong because you're closer to Geelong. No.
And I think that's the scariest statistic of them all. You're faster than 99% of Australia.
Yeah, I was talking to some people over in the UK and they were complaining about the internet being slow. And I said, oh, what's your, you know, what are you guys getting? They've gone a gigabit. They were complaining. I fucking hated them.
Cheer up, emo kid. You'll be fine.
No, we won't.
Yeah, when Josh was going to Thailand, he frequently sent me back screenshots of his speed tests, and they were phenomenally fast.
In Thailand.
In shitty
Yes.
hotels. Sort
Thailand.
Of, obviously, yeah, in
Yes.
Thailand.
Fuck this place.
Thailand has had T1 connections to 99% of its population for
That's-
like 10 years now.
That sounds
Yeah,
great.
that's crazy.
There's only one problem with that sentence.
Thailand.
Thailand.
You know we're streaming and you're being incredibly racist right now.
No,
No,
he's not.
I'm not
He's not
racist.
condemning race.
If anything, I'm being racist towards our fuckwit of a country that's decided to go slow as fuck with this shit. When fucking Thailand!
Yeah, the
You know what? Fucking Burma probably has better internet speed, and they're a third world country.
Well, now that you mention it, they do.
Fuck this place!
You'll be right, buddy. Cheer up, emo kid.
Africa.
Why don't you switch to 5G
You
already?
know what? They're using 4G for all their stuff. Theirs is probably faster.
You can't
Check
go to
it out.
5G, Sham. Sham, you can't go to 5G. That causes
Why not?
coronavirus.
Yeah, it causes
Oh,
coronavirus.
yeah, well, isn't all of Victoria using it anyway then?
Yes.
Can you be racist towards states? Because Sham is hella racist towards Victoria.
Burma does not have faster internet than us.
Well,
Oh,
thanks.
yeah.
The fact we had to question it indicates many things.
Checking Africa's average internet speed.
Are we going by average or top speed?
Average.
Average, okay. Africa's average speed is 6.38 megabits. What's Australia?
It's like 12.
Australia. Ooh. Okay.
Has it
Australia's
gone up?
average is 41.7.
Oh my god.
So wait. How
did
is
they
Mishi?
get them
No,
from?
no, no, no. How is Mishi at 20 megabits a second faster than
Because he's
99% of Australia?
Because the fuckers like Badger who have fucking 400 megabit blows
No,
the
my
average
internet,
out.
my internet's actually at like 50% right now because other people on the network are using it. At night time, I get 640 meg. And you know this, Mishi, because you've been to my house and downloaded it at that speed.
Look, just when the limiting factor of download is the fact that I had hard drives, I was sad.
He couldn't download more than 60 meg on Steam because his computer shat itself every time it hit 60 meg because his hard drive wouldn't write fast.
No,
Drive
it's-
exe crashed.
it was 20 megabit. It's an old hard drive.
No,
Megabyte,
so it
sorry.
wasn't even 60.
It was 20 megabyte.
It,
Please
Steam would-
upgrade to a 7200 RPM drive.
No, I've got SSDs now.
Steam was downloading at like 60 meg and then it would stop and just like, we're writing at disk right now.
That's right.
Sounds like my laptop.
It
It
was
was just this
funny
massive
as
spikes
fuck.
of download, and then you just see the disk usage just 20 megabytes a second just the whole time through.
And then his PC, when he went to use his PC while it was going, his PC was like tick, 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 tick.
I was trying to read off the hard drive. Yeah.
Iraq has better average speed than us.
Oh, there's lots of countries that have better average speed than
Yeah,
us.
we're like the 45th in the world.
Countries have been
yeah.
exposed to freedom for fucking 15 years in a row and still have internet speed better than us.
Kenya has better internet speed than us.
Yeah, but all these countries are little. Like, geographically, they are small.
No, I'm taking the piss. I do know why ours is slow, but also we didn't make the best decision.
I'm sending a joke in player chat because I don't want to say it on stream.
Man, I'm gonna end up saying it on stream, just reading it out.
To read things, I need to pronounce the word.
Which Discord?
Player chat in general.
It's not there.
Player
You still
chat in
type it.
general.
This,
It's
sorry,
this one.
player chat in Darties.
In the last one.
Don't worry, Sham, we're better than Mexico
That's not
What do you
confident.
do?
and South Africa.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
No. No. Don't be proud of that, Mishi.
Yay, Darty read my joke and giggled.
It's good and original, and I hadn't heard. Also,
There you go. We're
I
better
won't
than
say that.
Greece. There you go. Mishi?
can you deliver the packets faster?
Shut up!
Sorry, what was
Yes,
that, Milky?
Jake.
You need to stop talking.
We're better average internet than Greece.
Again, a glorified third world country.
Man, Singapore's pretty up
Now
there.
look at top internet speed.
It's like Japan, isn't it?
Not here.
No, I thought it was
You don't fucking say.
Switzerland or Poland.
Ooh, internet speed ranking.
Who's actually the
We're
top?
less than India.
Yeah, that's because they need to make all their phone calls and spam email.
Darty, you gotta get Twitch banned. Shut up!
It was nice seeing you on Twitch, Darty. It really was.
When I'm the one that has to cut racism, you know you've got problems, team.
I mean, I'm not surprised by that. I'm disappointed, but I'm also not surprised. Like, I mean, they do have to provide customer support for the rest of the world.
Taiwan is number
Just
one.
like China provides materials for the rest of the world.
So who's got the fastest?
I will tell you in a sec.
Average is 85, but that's not the fastest. Don't think.
Is it South Korea?
The Singapore is the highest on fixed broadband global average.
But I think if you're
Singapore
talking
is so
about,
little.
See, I've got Taiwan as the highest.
I think if you're talking about the fastest connection in the world, it's Japan.
Oh, Joan is here.
And then
15 minutes late.
And then Sweden is fourth.
Oh, I don't
Sweden is
know.
fourth. Romania is fourth on my screen. But I'm looking at speed test.
I'm looking at something else.
Get off Bad Dragons, Mishi.
Singapore's
I mean-
average is 205 megabits a second.
I went down that rabbit hole not long ago, actually.
I remember
Or
that.
very. No, there was another time. Also, we're ranked 50th.
Hi, Jonah.
And that rabbit hole is a bad hole to go down.
It's a hole you don't want to go down.
Please stop talking about holes in stream.
So, ordered by the
Rabbit
top
holes.
speeds, other countries with the best
I
internet
need a
are
ferret.
at 92.47 megabits per second. Yeah, Singapore, South Korea, Taiwan, Hong Kong.
Our average mobile speed is faster than our average fixed broadband speed. That is
Australia.
something to not be proud of.
Yep, we're number 6 for average mobile speed.
According to Speed Test, we are 63, 63rd place, sorry, on fixed broadband,
Gordon?
and we are 8th place on mobile. This is on speedtest.net.
How did we get to the point where we're just talking about internet? Oh, we're waiting on Jonah.
That's right. We had a couple of minutes there. Can't hear you, Jonah. Please restart Jonah.exe.
I'm good. Sorry.
Oh, there we go.
I apologized and talked multiple times, and I forgot that my mic was muted. So I'm good. Camera's going to be off while I'm eating lunch, but otherwise I'm good to go. First attack is swinging my axe at the guard that's sitting outside.
Alright, you guys all on roll 20?
Oh shit, no.
Yeah, I should change the window.
The window.
Second story window.
I am loading. Oh no, I've got a firewall.
I need to spend more time and actually make a proper overlay for this stream. Because it is short.
Why are you throwing a banana up in the air?
Because he's waiting.
He's gonna do the trick where he swallows it in one go.
This is my waiting animation.
Watch this
Is,
disappearing act!
is there... Do you guys have to go at a certain time? Just because we start a
I
little bit
bruised
late,
my
we might
banana.
run a little bit later if you guys are free. But if you need to duck away at 4 o'clock, that's totally fine.
I'm free till like 5:30.
Probably around 4:30 for me.
Alright, well let's push 4:30 unless I sort of decide we've reached a good point to stop. Which is now. Thanks for coming. See you later.
Yay! We played D&D.
Alright, so now actually if you remember any of these details differently, please let me know. Because it has been a little bit since we played. And I might have some of these details wrong. So
Where are the guards out the front?
hey,
Why are there guards out the front? They're supposed
There
to
are.
be.
we'll get to that. We'll do the
Okay.
recap of what you achieved last time we played. So previously, you guys had cleared out the goblin cave and you returned back to town. And then took a night's rest in the inn. Just before you took the rest, however, you all had a meal and some drinks in the pub. In the inn, and a couple of you got quite drunk with Luther getting drunk and started throwing knives in the center of the inn, which caused a little bit of a scene and earned you guys a warning not to cause any trouble. You conceded and apologized and then went up and had your evening's rest. The next day, you guys all left the inn and explored the town and met up with several townsfolk and inquired about the black spot and where Cragmore Castle might be. Now it's Astius ventured into the Lion Shield Costa and met a lady called Lenine. And she explained that she had a shipment of goods raided and you worked out that her goods were still in the Goblin Cave. You went back to the rest of the group and explained this. After bartering with her to get a little bit of payment up front and a little bit extra when you return. You all went back to the cave, got the provisions, returned to the town, and got paid for the delivery. Afterwards, Lenine showed you out back to a secret room where you could see weapons and armor. But given the previous evening's events would not sell you the weapons. However, she offered to sell you the armor, and a couple of you took her up on that and bought a new set. After leaving the Lion Shield Costa, a couple of you guys encountered some of the ruffians, which are sort of terrorizing the town a little bit. And you followed them to a very shady inn. Now, hold on, what's the inn called? The Sleeping Giant Tap House, to where you are currently at, and they goaded you with taunts. And to which you guys replied and drew your weapons. So now, starting right now, can I get everyone to roll initiation?
Oh god, where's my dice? 50.
Crow got 6.
Bong got 19.
I am 6.
Now, Daddy, I'm guessing the map that we're looking at, we are at a balcony.
Yes. So what you can see is a balcony. So, hold on, I'll just find the section.
I'm just asking because I was already in melee range of the guy that I was talking with presenting my invitation.
Yes. And I thought Mishi had the first encounter with the red people.
I did.
Yeah. And he turned into a dog and stuff, and then Milky followed, and he was like, thievish, and blah, 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 and nothing came a part of it because I just
Yep,
told
I
him
do
to
remember
stop.
that part.
And then Jonah was like, here's my invitation, throws axe at face.
Well, yeah.
There's not too much details on the building, but it's described as very run down. So picture a wooden weatherboard building with a porch at the front. There are 3 of these ruffian type characters sitting on barrels. Well, they were. Now they've all stood to their feet. Yeah, and wooden door leading to the inside, which you can see like there's large gaps and some of the weatherboards have fallen off. The weatherboards themselves are not painted, it's just raw wood, and you can see how wood gets wet and expands, so you can see a lot of cracks and such just from being wet on these weatherboards. The roof is like clay shingles across the top.
13 for Luther.
Cool. And what did you get, Alice?
6.
So, Astius, Alazar, and Crow, what is your initiation bonus?
Crow's +1.
+2.
0.
Well, that's nice and even. Nice and easy.
So we all die, yeah?
Yeah, you're all dead. Thanks for playing. See you.
Alright, thanks lads!
Aww.
He's just being bad, just like,
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Oh my god, it's a pixelated Jonah. With a bike in the background. He's trying to copy you, Milky.
Everyone has bicycles in the background.
yeah,
Wait,
I'm trying
I do?
I'm athletic.
Where?
Athletic.
That was a difficult word for you, Milky.
That I pedal my way to the shops.
What's peddling?
You know when you clutch?
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, right, when you pull a lever out, it goes bang.
Yeah.
Well, he
All
might
right.
go bang, but then next thing he goes.
So, as you all draw your weapons, get ready for a scuffle. The ruffians, you see the one at the back on the porch, just do this big and just spit on the floor, and he reaches forward, and all of them draw their weapons. Bunk, you are first. What do you do?
Kill them. Use magic shit.
Do we see anything in the front of the building? Like, is there windows and stuff that we can see through, or they can see out of?
Yeah, there's a couple of open windows.
Okay.
They've got the wooden salon sort of slats, and they got that half. I got my finger on the push top, but they're split down the middle half, and they're just sort of open on the.
Yep.
And you can see a window there, there, and one there, and there. So
I will move behind these guys over here, like there. Which is like 1, 2, 3, so 20 feet or whatever. That's yeah. And I will cast Chilled Touch on the minion on the far right.
okay.
That
So
one.
do I need to make a save?
No.
I think Chill Touch. Is it an attack roll or save?
It's an attack roll.
It's an attack.
Attack roll. Okay. Make your attack then.
Six.
Did you add your +5 to hit?
Oh, sorry, no. My hit was 10 plus 5 to 15, and then 6 damage if it hit. I just skipped movements then. My bad. I didn't say the hit part.
Yeah. So it does hit. So with 6 damage. So is Chill Touch? Is that sort of a skillful hand that sort of grabs onto them? Is that the way that spell's described? Okay.
Clings onto the target till the end of the turn.
And does something else happen?
I don't think so.
It just likes to touch people.
They can't regain hit points until the start of his next turn.
Okay.
He's necrotic damage.
Makes ice cream.
All right. So yeah, you mutter a few words of power and sort of wave your hand, and this skeletal hand appears and just grabs onto the rough. And it lets out a bit of a howl of pain as it burns into his exposed skin.
Yep.
Next is the ruffian. So the one in front of Crow, he's going to have a swing at you. And he attacks twice very quickly with his shorts. And he got a 12 and an 18.
The second one hits.
Okay. So you take 8 piercing damage as the ruffian cuts into you with his short.
No, Crow.
The other ruffian runs up and he does the same thing to. This guy doesn't seem as coordinated as the first guy. He makes 2 strikes. One strikes you for 4 piercing damage. And
What was the hit?
21.
Okay.
And the second strike, he very clumsily hits the ruffian to his right.
Critical
Dumbass.
fail.
You just see he cuts into his friend by accident with these really wide, sort of reckless strikes at you, and his buddy sort of screamed a little bit of pain.
How much was that hit to me? Sorry.
4 piercing damage. Now, Bunk, so can you just quickly tell me which one that you hit?
The one that hasn't moved yet.
One that hasn't moved?
Yeah,
So
far right.
this one jumps the bulk. And sort of moves to the side a little bit. And, he draws a... Oh, he doesn't have that, sorry. So he'll just charge down. Make 2 quick strikes at Luther.
Yes, my minions, defend me.
And he got 21 and 11.
Oof.
So, what's your armor class? So that's not damage.
Oh, damn. Okay, 13.
13. So 1 strike. For 3 piercing damage.
Okay, that's better. So say
And you
21 and then 11 damage. It's like what?
No. Like that'll outright kill you. And a 4th, one of these characters appears from the door and slams his way. And he sort of comes out. Says, what's going on? And one of his buddies says, "We're in a bit of a scuffle. Help us out here." And he goes, "Yep, all right, no worries." In his own sort of way. And he's going to make 2 attacks at Crow as well.
Wow.
However, he got a 6 and a 12 to hit.
Yeah, you did.
So, I assume both.
Yep.
Yeah, so he comes out and with his friend on the south making these big wild swings. He sort of can't quite get close enough to make some decent strikes at. He makes a couple of quick jabs, but they don't meet the range. Next is Luther. You're
Oh, I'm gonna stab the guy in front of me with my short sword. With a nat 1.
you grab your sword, but you just don't quite get a purchase on it. And you try and swing it, but you end up throwing it 5 feet onto the ground. And it lands just north of you on the square.
Nailed it.
I am Rogue.
Rogues don't need sword.
You can make your second attack.
Yes, with my other short sword that I haven't dropped yet.
That one.
15.
15. So you hit. So roll your damage. Also, you are or the enemy is within 5 feet of another enemy, so you can add your sneak attack to this.
Oh, cool. So 2d6s then. First one is 3. Second one's 4.
And you can add your modifier too, so don't forget about that. Oh no, it's the offhand, so you don't add that one.
Yeah, didn't say that.
Apologies. So 7 damage.
Mishi needs to go into Bork form and go it.
No, there's people with stabby things.
Yeah, but
Next
someone.
is
Bulk
Astian.
form.
I'm not doing bulk form.
Bulk form.
I'm doing frame on.
Frame on.
Frame on bulk form.
So, do we already have shields and swords out and all that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Mine's 5 feet away, so yeah. One of them is.
So, I'm just going to do ye old produce flame, throw at nearest person.
So Milky.
Yes, I'm going to throw flames at Milky.
You heard it.
No.
How do we-
Let's see.
Now, I will remind you of this particular rule. So making a ranged attack when you're in melee range is at disadvantage. I believe, James, that's correct.
That is correct, yeah. So anything with a hit tied to it, so making an attack roll. If it was a ranged attack with a save associated with it, it doesn't.
Okay. I'm going to do it.
Alright, make your attack with disadvantage.
I'm awesome 15. with modifier.
You got 15. So
Yeah.
that hits. So roll damage.
1.
So the
Flame
ruffian looks incredibly intimidating. You're just a little bit hesitant when you cast your spell. You manage to get off what would be classed as a fireball, but it was a very little one, and you just see it make this tiny burn mark on his shoulder. And it was almost so small that he didn't even register that he'd been.
And just imagine you being all awesome. It's like flame on. You just sit there lighting a candle and you throw the candle at someone.
Crow, your turn.
So Crow, after being stabbed, is immediately going to go into a rage.
Yep.
And I won't click the wild shape on Estes by accident.
You should say read every time you go into rage, Joe.
Well, he's screaming out in pain, so I'm raging, very angry, and I'm going to swing at the guy who got the first hit on me, so the northernmost one, while yelling out invitation.
Make your hit.
And that is a 15.
That hit.
Sorry, 15 damage.
So with one wild swing, you pretty much decapitate the left arm off this, and he just screams in pain and sort of grabs it, but he falls to the ground and sort of clutches at his wound a little bit. His two companions immediately are a little bit shocked by the ferocity of what Crow has just unleashed, and they will. And they are now frightened, both of them.
Right.
Meanwhile, the poor soul, the life just fades out of him on the ground after a short moment. Are you doing anything else?
No, considering that they're frightened, I'm going to take advantage of that and just glare directly at them both and just give a bellowing roar out of pure anger and rage.
Alright. Next is Heliza.
I want to run up to the guy that's to the right of Crow.
Yep.
And melee him with the mace.
Alright, make an attack roll.
Yes.
Sorry, do I add anything to the attack roll again?
You do. So on your character sheet, where your mace is, it has the range, which is 5 feet, and the next one is the hit and DC, and that I can see says a +5. So you add that every time you use the mace. You add, and likewise, if you were going to cast Guiding Bolt, you would add the +4 to every
just
roll.
know which one it was. So 17 plus bonuses.
That hits. So roll your damage.
Go on, Sham, take his head off.
4 plus 3. So 7.
So this particular character is just like so focused on Crow and just eyeing off the massive great axe that just decapitated his companion, and you are able to unknowingly walk up from his left, and you crack him really hard with the mace and take the wind out of him.
Nice job, you kinged him.
And you see him sort of, as he hurls over from the strike, you see blood just sort of get coughed out of his mouth. Rather violently. Oh, sorry. That's the wrong thing. He's still good. He just looked. Alright. You doing anything?
Can I do anything else?
If you have any bonus actions, or you can continue to move, or... But you don't have to.
No.
Nope.
Doesn't I
Okay.
can do anything anyway.
Bunk, it is your turn.
The guy that just attacked, that Alice, whatever it was, just attacked. I Alazar, I cast Toll of the Dead on.
Make your attack roll. Or is that a save?
Oh, that's a save. 13.
Alright, what do I go?
You got to save 13 Wisdom.
Wisdom? He failed.
Cool. And because he's missing health, I get to roll a d12. He takes 3 damage.
Behold my damage.
You all hear this large dong from a bell. And large
Next time.
large ding. It'd be a
It'd be a
large
dong.
chime. It would be very deep sound, and the
A large deep dog.
ruffian that you just struck, Alazar, you just see his expression turn completely expressionless, and he just collapses on the ground. No life left.
You don't
That's
have
the
life
end of
out
my
it.
turn, by the way.
No. The top ruffian, he is just going to bite. So, can you make an attack of opportunity, please, Crow?
With pleasure.
Crow scares the crap out of him, and I make a dong.
Do my attack of opportunity get rage bonus? Hang on, let me check.
Scares the crap out
It
of
should.
that one.
You
It
gain
should.
advantage on strength check saving throws, not attacks. +2 melee damage with strength weapons. Yeah, okay, so it's just plus. All right, so 3 + 3 + 2, 8.
You got to make the hit first.
Oh, apologies.
Hey,
Okay, sorry, I'm gonna have to roll the damage again because that was a 20. Do you want me to double or roll 2 die?
Just roll an additional die.
You sure you don't want me to double it? Okay. So 14 + 3, 17 + 2, 19.
With a follow-up strike, you just decapitate the torso from the legs. The guy just falls in 2 pieces on the ground.
yes. You have cleaved him.
1 hit kill. Shit.
I was like, you should have got me to double the die because the first one was an 11.
Oh, massive. And the other ruffian, hearing his friends just get torn to pieces by this raging, or he just bolts as well. So, Luther and Astius, can you both make an attack of opportunity, please? So, single attack roll with your melee weapon. If you choose to, you don't have to. By the way.
3 hits, do it. Mishi?
He's dead.
13.
13. So you make a strike, but you just miss as this ruffian takes off. Luther.
But he doesn't have a main hand.
I've still got another short sword.
Can you flick it to your other hand like a chink?
17 + 5.
22. So that hits, so roll your damage.
Thank you, my human calculator.
You do not get to apply a sneak attack here.
4.
4. Alright, so you cut into this guy rather heavily as he takes off. And this guy just bolts. And uses his full 30 feet and then dashes for an additional 30 feet. And just heads towards the east. So he actually gets far enough that he gets off screen. Next is, I think it's Luther. You're next.
Oh.
So he's 30 feet away?
He would be an extra 5 feet from where he is. So if you use the ruler tool on roll 20,
55 feet away.
Yeah, so he add 5 to that, so he'd be 6.
I can get him.
He'd be 65 feet from yourself, Asti.
I can move 35. I'll move 35 feet towards him.
Yep.
There, and I'm gonna throw me dagger at him. See if I can hit him.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
6 plus 5, 11.
11. You peg your dagger and it goes wide. Misses.
Oof.
Oh. That's a sword and a dagger.
They're still on the ground.
Yeah, you can go fetch it later. You doing anything else?
No, I can't really do anything else.
Alright, Astius, it's your turn.
Okay, just checking something. I'm going to turn into a wolf.
Orc.
Yay, Bork!
Walk.
Bjork.
No Fremont.
Now, because he hasn't turned into a wolf before, can I act surprised and be scared of him? Because he's like my height.
Of course.
Ah!
Thank you.
You're now frightened.
He gave you the scared walk.
What the fuck?
Gave him
And I'm just going to start chasing after him. My move speed's 40, so
So
Do
you
we
can use
wanna-
your action to dash, which will double your move speed.
I had to use an action to do the transform.
Pretty sure, is it a bonus action or an action?
Wild shape should be a bonus action.
Oh, it's a bonus action. Oh, so I can get him.
Yeah. If
You
as
catch
long
up
as you
to-
make the distance.
You can catch up to him. You won't be able to strike him, because you'll have to use your action to dash to catch or to make the distance. But getting close to him, if he continues to run, he'll be able to get an attack of opportunity if he doesn't disengage.
Okay.
Bork.
Wait, this just seems like even though I'm faster, I'll never be able to attack him.
No, you will. You'll be able to catch. It might take you a turn or two to catch up with. He might just continue running like he did the first time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If he continues running, like
The thing is, if he
technically wouldn't be able
uses
to engage him.
No, so he used his action to dash to make a huge amount of distance, but he can then use his action instead to disengage, which means he can only move his full movement, which is, they're around 30 feet. So if he uses his action to disengage, he won't be able to go as far. So you'll be able to catch if he keeps using his dash.
All right, well I'll move to him then.
All right, so he'll dash to it. So prop yourself right up. Next is Crow.
Ooh, okay.
Open the door.
Crow's gonna move forward to the door. So what's that? That's like 15 feet. And open the door.
This is my invitation.
Yeah. You yell at a crow here to party with big fiery red eyes.
Crow here to get down.
So you're stepping in and having a look, or just looking at the door?
So the door's been opened. Like I'm pushing on the door to open it so I can see what's inside.
Yep.
So that's my free action to open the door. Is that right?
Yep. It just sort of pushes and spins.
What do I see?
So inside, you see a couple of round tables with a few chairs pulled up on each, and to the west you can see a bar, and there seems to be a bit of a scrawly sort of dwarf. I haven't got a token for her, but she's behind the bar. However, place seems rather empty of anybody else.
I want square seats.
Yeah, like the square seats. Do I see any stairwell or anything like that? I'm assuming this is a 2-story building.
No, it is a single story. You see a single door behind the bar.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll just put a token there. It's not one of the aggressive characters, but just a token just to symbolize the dwarf.
Okay, so Crow's going to move in another 15 feet towards the barmaid.
Yep.
And yell out, "Where is Boss Man?" While at the same time running the palm of my right hand across the blade of my axe.
Okay.
In attempt to just very lightly damage myself.
Is it directed at the dwarf or just anybody who can?
Well, I'm assuming that I've seen the dwarf, so it'd be directed, but loud enough that anyone in the building would be able to hear.
No.
Do I take any damage from the blade?
Are you deliberately trying to cut yourself?
Yes.
You can take 1 hit point of damage.
Thank you.
Or 2 round addendum.
How much health are you on, Jonah?
Now, as you haven't made an attack and as you haven't been... Oh, are you trying to do that to maintain your
Correct. Yes.
I'll let it go for now. Yeah, that'll be fine. But I'll check and see if that will fly next.
You're slippery, Jonah. You're a slippery.
Don't worry, I've been looking it up. Don't worry. Yeah, it's up to your discretion. But yes, the attempt is because I don't see any real threats. I am attacking myself to maintain angriness. But the rage doesn't drop. It will drop on at the start of my next turn.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, your rage ends early if you are knocked unconscious or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn or taken any damage since then. Well, actually, would have my reaction attack counted as attacking a creature?
It would have had you... Like, if you did yeah, because you've started now a fresh turn, it doesn't count going forward. If you hadn't made an attack on your turn previous and then made an attack of opportunity, yes, would have.
Yeah. Okay, alright.
Fresh turn, so.
Since your last turn or taken damage since then. Yeah, that's fine. So the intent is to take damage by inflicting it to myself to maintain the range.
Yep, I'll let that go for now.
Sweet.
You've Googled this, haven't you?
Next is Alzar.
I mean, are we still in combat?
We are still in combat.
Until
a single ruffian fleeing on the right.
essentially until Milky and Mishi deal with that, we're in combat.
I see.
Or until I find more bossmen to kill.
Yeah. Which is really bad because no one's there to back you up, idiot.
No, I'm fine. I'm angry.
Speaking of which, I'll move inside this bar. 30 feet towards 30.
No, from the door. You got to go into the door and then.
I
move.
don't wanna.
So then you got 15 feet from there.
So I suppose that means I can move there.
You can't tell.
I move next to Oh,
Tax
sorry.
two.
Sorry. Hold on. Dump the table.
Did you just roleplay walk? Oh my god.
Do you do anything else?
Look, is there anything else to do? I've moved my maximum walk
You
distance.
can yell something out.
Poke Crow so he stays angry.
Say something really mean about him. Make him emotionally angry.
I tell Grove that the boss man said that he's a puny human
Oof. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
really
Okay, I'm
insulting.
very-
and he should find him immediately.
I blow my extra rage.
Crow half orc. Oh,
There's a-
purely human.
Does the building come down then?
Yeah.
So has the barkeep said anything?
She is sort of sitting there, she's sort of polishing a glass and almost looking not too phased with what's going on. She does look somewhat upset and mad, but is not sort of brandishing any weapons or posing to be a hostile threat.
So can I ask the barkeep where, if there's any more people in the area?
Yep, you certainly. So you do that. Now, the way I generally do conversations and things like that is that you will have your say, and you have to wait until the character's turn so they can respond. Just so happens that the character's turn is now.
Okay. Where's my spells? I would like to cast command.
Yep.
The one word being truthful.
Okay. Yep.
And
now
then
I have to make a wisdom save. Is that?
I don't know how this works. Yes, wisdom save 12.
Oh shit, this is clever. I like this.
Okay, so you cast command.
Yep.
So after you, the dwarf sort of says back in a bit of a rusky voice. He says, "You've frightened away all my business. They're all gone. What are you doing here?"
I then aggressively ask,
So
are there any more of these people? And is the leader anywhere close by?
Do it in the Batman
Yeah.
voice.
now, if we want, we can. I'll pause this conversation and I'll resolve the other ruffian, and then we can come out of combat and we can talk as per normal. So next is Bunk's turn. So you're going to do anything with the ruffian?
Well, I'm kind of annoyed at his existence, so I cast Toll the Dead on him, which is a 60-foot cast.
Okay.
It's a cantrip, so he has a wisdom save of 13.
I'm annoyed your resistance purely for the meta.
He passes.
But okay, so then I casually walk towards the door and ignore his existence.
The ruffian has not noticed the dog behind him. He's just focused purely on running, so he's going to keep dashing. So Astis can make an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Given the Bork of Death.
Fuck!
18.
It would have missed anyways.
Roll your damage.
Yes. I need
Yes.
a dice roller.
I rolled a yes.
It hits. Trust me, it hits.
Ten damage.
10. Like you just pounce on the back of this ruffian and just tear out his just pieces of flesh and
From
bones
the
from his-
back.
So you push him to the ground and then just rip at his throat. He gargles, expire.
Who's your good boy? Who's a murderous good boy?
Who's a gorgeous little Bork?
Just starts panting with a happy look. I did a good thing.
Many deads. Cool. Is that combat over?
Combat is over. So, Alazar, can you repeat your question again? Your follow up.
Are there any more men like that in the vicinity? And is his leader nearby? Do you know where the leader is?
No, I do not know where the leader is. And there is nobody left. You've driven away all of my business. Okay. And I don't really like that. And really, I'd like you to leave so I can clean up.
Crow wants to make an attack on the table that's probably close by to him. in effort to split it in half and to intimidate the barkeep to try and get more information, yelling out, "Where is boss man?"
Where's Rachel?
You should make an attack roll first, and then an intimidation check.
So the attack roll's 18.
Roll your damage.
Am I still classed as raged?
Yes.
So 9 damage.
So you just split the table clean in two. You snap one of the legs off as you drive the axe through the center of the table. Then it just collapses underneath the might of the dwarf. You can see her. She puts her hands up and is clearly frightened with what you just did. She's like, "Okay, look. I don't get too much patronage here. Like, these are the only guys that have been coming here. Okay, look, they come from the manor. All right, I don't know where else or what else is going on. They just come. They don't cause too much trouble here. I serve them booze. They pay. Okay, don't know anything else. All right, please stop breaking my shit."
Bunk walks through the door, like kicks it open as best as he could, and just screams, "Where's the bad guys?" after they've given the information out.
I follow shortly after.
as a wolf.
Yes.
Can you fit through the door?
Bonk, bonk,
Yes.
bonk, bonk.
Please make a saving throw.
I'm medium. I can fit through the door.
The barkeep just sort of sees what's going on and is confused and frightened, and she just hightails it into the back door through the door and just slams, and you just hear a click as it locks.
Is there an upstairs area, like a
No,
stairs
it's
or something?
single floor.
Single floor.
Oh, can we try and beat the door down? Because I don't like this chick. She shows bad people. I don't want to kill her. I just want to scare the fuck out of her so she stops serving back.
I mean, Jonah destroyed a table right in front of this person. I mean,
Yeah,
bro.
but I'm the most horrifying person here.
Look, if you break the bottom half of the door down, I'm sure that would be terrifying.
I was waiting for Dani to go roll an attack and me fail the roll and the door to hit me in the face and knock me back out.
It's a pretty effortless thing to do to kick the.
So what are we doing? We're gonna go try and break that door because I want that door open. There's shit behind there. I need out. Oh, can I steal shit from the bar?
Make a perception.
Okay, rogue. Well, Luther would like to pick up his stuff that he threw and dropped.
18.
So Luther spends a few minutes going and a few minutes. You have to find your dagger in the grass somewhere up ahead off the road. You do, then you come back and fetch your sword from the road. But it takes you about 5 minutes or so. What you get, Buck?
18.
18. You look around. The inside here is as dilapidated and run down as the exterior. The tables and chairs are worn, broken, poorly patched after they've been smashed. And it just looks horrible. There's dust everywhere. You can see stains on the broken floorboards on the ground. Behind the bar, you can see what would be like a rack of some sort where you'd store liquors and beer kegs and other sorts of things. And you can see one or two glass bottles up there. Let's say you see probably 3 or 4 glass bottles up. Majority of them are either empty or almost empty. This place is run down and there's not much here.
Can I take one of the almost empty bottles of liquor and leave like a silver on the table?
Yep.
Cool. I do that and I leave 1 silver on the bar and scream thank you. Like at the top of my head.
You just hear, "Go away!"
Alright, Crow's gonna subside from his rage, looking at the damaged mess that is the table in front of him. Gonna give it a willful kick. Just like the last little bit of rage.
You send half the table flying over the top of the its second. It lands somewhat 5-10 feet above.
And then I'm gonna go outside and look over the dismembered bodies that I've left out there.
Alright, make a perception check.
or Crow very perspective. 3.
You are just admiring your work. You're looking more so at just how clean the body parts have come across. You don't really notice anything of value on your victim.
Yes, human flesh break easily.
I'm going to sniff out anything that they might have on them.
Alright. Also make a perception check.
By sniff out, I mean search.
While they're doing that, I knock on the back door. I knock on the door where she's run.
Uh-oh.
I knock on
That's
the
what you
door.
hear.
12. Wait. Do skills count from your character?
Your wild shape will have some rules. I think you need to use your creature's perception.
You do. And they'll have different bonuses and different skill sets.
Okay, so
now,
it's
an easy way
12.
for you, so you can see the stat sheet of what you are.
The wolf, though, might have an ability that it gives you advantage on smell-based perception checks.
If you're smelling or trying to go for something that has an odor, I'll allow that. But if you're trying to smell coins, they won't. Or smell jewelry, like that's not gonna.
No, I'm just searching in general. I just use the word sniff out as humour because I'm a dog.
Goddamn balls.
On the 3 what would be torsos out on the porch area, you find a couple of small coin pouches with not much money in. Collectively, you find 24 copper and 2 silver.
As I can't really grab them, I'm going to look up at Crow, look back down at them for each of the coin purses.
Crow is just admiring the torso. He's now picked up the half, like with the leg half, and he's just sort of looking.
I'm actually gonna pick up. I'll pick up the leg half, and then I'll turn to the doggy, and I'll put the feet on the ground, and I'll be like, "Oh, look at me! I'm a weak human," and just pretend to walk around with the legs.
I just sit down, look up, start panting in confusion.
So I knock on the door and yell at the barkeep, or not, like I politely ask the barkeep that if she gives me information on the manor, that I may compensate her with some sort of, gold or silver or something like that. Since we're looking for the manor and you guys are out looking at corpses!
She's still under the effects of command, isn't she?
I think it's how long does it last for? They just have to act it, and once they've acted it, it dissipates.
Duration 1 round.
Yep.
So she can lie now. I'll do whatever she. She just yells back, go away. I don't want you here. Leave.
I simply say I'll get Crow to come back and kick the door in. You can deal with me, or you can deal with him.
You hear something dragging along the ground, and then you hear it thud up against the door.
So she put a chair in front of the door. I scream out to Crow, say, "Crow, this door called you stupid."
Luther finds a chair next to the table and just sits there, watching the entertainment.
Crow gonna yell back, "Crow got no beef with door. Crow got beef with manor." And remember the information that was
you guys, being familiar with this area, you know that the manor is just a short walk down the road. Like, it's not hidden, it's not away from the town. So I'm just saying that you all would have the general
He's after
knowledge of
trap
knowing where the
information
manor
and stuff.
Yeah,
I didn't have knowledge.
I didn't think we did because we asked about that before, and you said no, like last session.
is.
Or is that the Black Castle?
That's the castle.
Ah,
So there's
okay.
2 things you're asking about last session, and that's this character, the Black Spider, which Crow was then smashing every Black Spider he found.
Yes.
And you're also asking about the location of a place called the Cragmore Castle.
Cool.
And you know that is to the north, some few days walk, but not exactly where.
Can I send my my spider underneath the door and try to scare her with him?
Make a deception check.
I'm just going to grab a coffee. I'll be back in a sec.
This might be a bit.
4.
You have a look under the door, and it's pretty jam shut. Like, you might be able to fit him, but you're not.
Can I attempt to, anyways?
You can attempt.
I gesture to the spider to go on to like go under the door. He's on my shoulder.
He climbs down and he walks around the bottom of the door, and he walks up to the top and sort of back down, and he finds a gap big enough between the hinge and walks through the crack. So he's through the crack. What do you want him to do?
I basically want him to attempt to like crawl up her so she tries to open the door and run out.
He starts crawling on the leg of the door. Now, okay, so he disappears.
Yeah.
Now, I'll just remind you at this point, so you can focus and see what he sees if you wanted to, or you can just trust that he does what he does. So, what would you have done in this instance?
I probably would have, focused to see what he sees. Because if I don't, I can't, put him in his pocket dimension thing to save him if I need him to. So it would be, yeah. So if she goes to stamp on him, I kind of want to get him out of there, because that shit's expensive to summon him back.
Alright, so this particular room is fairly... it's just, you can see some empty barrels and crates and such in here. It's effectively just a long story. Towards the south, you can see sort of a makeshift bed or whatnot. A poor sleeping. The spider begins to crawl up this poor character's leg, and she feels it and screams, and then goes to like slap it.
Yep. So like, when I see it, I instantaneously try to pull him away from danger with the pocket dimension if it works that way.
Yep. So I'll allow that. So as she sort of reefs back her hand, the spider disappears, and now you can hear this frantic sort of scratching and sort of movement behind the door.
I'm like, are you okay? Is everything okay in there? Like, I don't.
Fuck off!
I really want this bitch to come out, guys. Come and help me, please.
I go behind. Oh fuck! I forgot your name.
Bunk.
Bunk. Oh yeah, that's pretty easy to remember. I go behind Bunk. Put my hand on his shoulder and say, "Come on, man, give it a rest."
Yeah, but we can
Woman.
get in.
Come on, woman.
No, I'm a man. I'm a man.
Oh, you're a
now.
man.
We changed. Me and Daddy talked it over. We changed. I'm a man.
Ah.
I just have a very girly face. Just ignore that. It's fine. I give it one more attempt, and I offer her 1 gold to give me any information she can on the manor.
At this point now, you do not hear a response.
All right. Well, I just leave the silver on the. I grab the silver on the table and walk out.
Did your spider get squished?
No.
Okay.
And I proceed to say thank you again at the top of my lungs.
Luther walks over to the door.
If you lockpick it, I'm gonna kick you in the dick.
Oh, he's gonna do something better. He knocks on the door. See if he gets any response.
There's no.
Okay.
Well, I'm all out of ideas.
I gave it my best shot, guys.
I think for a minute and I go, Start pouring oil all over the door.
Oh, this is bad.
I'm leaving.
And then I light it with my tinderbox.
Alright. You light the oil, and it just catches on fire and roars up.
I walk
And
back
there's
to my
now-
seat and sit back down.
You don't hear any.
She's a scapade.
No screaming. There's no. You just now see this roaring fire, which is now taken up quite a large space on. Where's my draw shapes? Draw shapes.
straw
Can I-
shapes.
While that's happening, can I start walking around behind the building or investigating the building? Because I've smelt smoke at this point. There's smoke coming out of the building already because it's a fire, oil fire.
Now, if that's not red, don't mock me.
It was red. Nailed it, buddy.
Yeah, so there is now a large fire. Now, because you can't see that other area.
Is Bork? It's like, freaking out about a fire.
I've still got a human mind.
Human mind?
It's just influenced by Bork senses.
Borg sensors.
So smoke
So-
would have been driving you insane?
So if you throw a ball, I'm probably going to go chase it. I'm going to go with that narrative for Wild Shape.
Makes sense.
Cast
So
minor
there's a-
illusion.
There's
Runs
a
it
fire.
into fire.
There's a fire now raging in the corner of this tapas.
I really want to,
Well,
bark?
Bork?
Borg?
Just shrugs it off and puddles away.
Alright,
You're-
he's doing anything else?
We go to the manor.
I walk.
Are we actually going to leave this place burned to the ground?
What are we gonna do? Put it out with our feet? Exactly. Let's go.
We're trying to befriend the people, not burn the place down.
If we
I'll
try
put
to
my
befriend
hand
the
on
people,
Bun
we
and-
wouldn't split a table in half, threaten him with his life.
That's not a
You're-
that we don't know who that dwarf is. We could have befriended her. Now she could piss off to the lady and not let us sell the weapons.
I put my hand on Bunk.
Yeah, there was that whole thing of be nice to town, get weapons. Kind of fucked that up.
That's why I was trying to
What?
die to her.
But if we run back quickly, we might beat them.
What are you talking about? It's all a lie.
Let's just take all their stuff, go to the person and go, they're dead, give us weapons.
But they're not. They come from the manor.
Yeah, we need to go to the manor.
And the building's on fire because Milky's. It's us more on fire!
I'm leaving!
Yep,
I'll
and
put
I'm
my
done
hand
with this.
on Badger or Bunk, and I just say, just let it go and just walk away.
He's still sitting on a chair.
Crow's like, these are so pretty. What is smell?
Is Crow walking to the manor?
Well, no, Crow's going to be oblivious to the fire at this point. He's going to be moving off towards where he understands the manor to be.
I'm just going to heal beside him.
Come, doggy. Let's get more red bandanas. Actually, that is something. Sorry, is there a memento or a token that I can take from them, from the corpse? Like, is there an identifying marker, like a consistent bandana or anything like that?
There is each of these characters wear the same similar grimy red cloaks.
Okay, I want to just rip off one of the red cloaks and sort of just stuff it into my bag to have as.
Yeah, you could
with me. Okay,
You rip off one heavily blood-stained red cloak.
thank you.
I'm going to grab one.
I wave and say thank you again. Fucking guys. Suppose onwards to the manor we
It's
go.
ready!
It's spreading.
Alright, so you'll take off and head towards the... Bunk, you look over your shoulder and you just see this raging fire that's now sort of taken hold in this, wooden structure. In this heavily sort of weathered and damaged wooden structure that's just acted like a tinderbox and it's just gone up in flames.
I just look at Crow and go, what have you done? To confuse him more.
You can
What?
hear the sound of a ringing bell coming from the town. And you believe that you all sort of hear that as well. You believe somebody's sort of raising the alarm that there's a fire.
Well, alarm's raised. We're good. Job done. Let's go.
Jumped up.
Which just comes out as walk, 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 walk.
We then walk
Walk,
over
walk.
to Astius and start petting it.
Bork.
Good job, lassie.
Who's a good boy?
All right, so I suppose we wander off to the manor. I am disgusted in my team, my party right now.
Well, Crow being chaotic neutral, he doesn't really care about it either way.
I'm
Hey.
neutral as well.
It's not nature burning down. I'm good.
Well, Luther thought that, you know, smoke him out is the best way to get him out, and obviously no one was in there, so he's like, eh.
Or except, you know, they probably had a trapdoor that led to the manor in the back room.
That's what I was going for.
You could have broken half the door down.
I couldn't have killed. Actually, considering it's me and Crow are the two strongest people here, I may have had a chance.
Wait, what's your strength?
+0.
Higher than most of ours.
Wait, can't you track your spider? Isn't it got a built-in magical GPS in it?
It was in my pocket. I sucked it back because she was gonna slap it.
Oh, okay. I thought it was in her pocket.
All right,
that-
well,
That would have been clever.
Well,
I'll move into the next bit, but I can't see that the fog of war is working.
I still see the same screen.
I still see a building catching on fire.
I just see red.
It's spreading.
Nah, I'm looking at the next map.
You haven't dragged the players, Ruben, across?
Yeah, I know, but I was trying to make sure it was all hidden before I did.
That cog on the map mini icon
Yeah,
thing.
I've done that. It says
And
that it's
there's-
all.
Is
oh,
it ticked?
It is.
Hey, that chick wanted us to get those bad guys out of town. What best way to tell her we did it? Burning the freaking
Because
down.
that bar may not have been like, she may have just been doing her job. She may not have been friends with them. We don't know.
And I feel like that's the case.
Did I
Every druid-
recognize those ruffians as the ones that I chased, or were they different ones?
Well, they're dead now.
Yeah, well, I mean, while I was mauling them, I'd assume I'd have a look.
Not after you mauled their face off.
Yeah, you would have recognized them to be the same ones that gave you trouble in the shop.
Okay.
Should we go back to that lady at the town and be like, yeah, we kind of, you know that dickhead rogue we've got? Yeah, we kind of, yeah, he did a thing.
We
I
forgot
don't
to
blame
watch
them.
him.
Find the bad guys. They're the ones that want to, you know, cause havoc and shit.
It was a statement for the other people to come and attack us, so we didn't have to go to them. If that helps.
Let's just go to the manor.
Go to the manor.
Yeah, but
Now-
now
I
my
cast-
character feels bad.
Can I cast spells in wild shape?
No.
Damn.
You can be a puppy. That's it.
You can
Didn't think
bork
so.
or you can bork.
While he's in that,
I choose to balk.
Bork successful.
Wait, is that a spell? No, I
Balk.
cast minor illusion and make a rabbit and like run the rabbit in front of Astius.
Okay. I look at you. You somehow are surprised to see that a dog can glare with disdain,
And then the rabbit legs it.
and then I chase the rabbit.
I have therefore invented greyhound racing.
Hang on. What's a rabbit's move speed?
Higher than wolf.
So, you guys
Have a
head
black screen.
towards the manor. So, just see what I find. This bit here.
I get there first because rabbit.
No, the rabbit was running in the other direction. And running around.
Rabbit was chasing tail, you were chasing rabbit.
It's like I consciously know that you're doing that. I can recognize it. And if there was danger, I would stop chasing the rabbit, but there's no danger around.
It's
So
fun.
I'm like, fuck it.
So instead, he's repeating in his head, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you.
Pretty much.
So Crow finally understands the story of why the tavern was on fire, and makes a suggestion. Let's make a dead red cloak pay for damages.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys head
Balk.
towards the east side of town, casually walking away from the destruction of the tap out.
Does it explode?
Everybody
you
knows fiery
arrive-
buildings explode.
You can see a what was a manor, a slightly raised or terraformed part of the ground. The manor's top floor or ground floor is pretty much destroyed. There's no roof, and there's what's left of just a few walls and such that are partially standing, which can shape various rooms.
I can't see anything. It is pure black.
You cannot. So we haven't found. You've arrived. When I reveal a part, I'll reveal it.
Oh, okay. So there's no road out the front or anything that we're on.
There's a path that leads up to what would have been the entrance of the map. Now there's plenty of trees and shrubberies around the place, and the place looks rather overgrown. The manor was looks like it has been ruined for quite a long time.
I'm going to try to sniff out if it's been sort of inhabited, like if I'm downwind.
Yep, make a perception check.
So smell ones, I get advantage.
Correct.
Oh, we're fighting darkness.
So 18.
Yeah, you sniff the road and just follow a few scents. You can get a strong sense that people have walked this way, and rather dirty characters have come. Like you get a strong human. And as you approach the manor, you can follow that scent.
I mean, that's good information, but I'm presented with an issue here. I'm going to use a paw in the dirt to write out bad men here.
Can you do that?
Yes, I have a human brain.
That follows rabbits.
I have animal instincts, but a human brain. That's the narrative I'm going
It
with.
takes you a moment, but you scratch out a very poorly written.
Poorly.
Bad men.
I pat
Good pun.
I pat him on the head and say, "Good job, buddy."
Good boy.
Actually, it's probably like a rub under the stomach since he's like the same height as me.
Red Rocket! Red Rocket!
Crow sees the message and gives a big grin and says, "Yes, more men to chop." And then I turn to Alizar and say, "Priest man, me a bit bloody. Can you help?"
Sure.
Heal me.
Cast, cure wounds on this poor soul.
Yep.
That's a measly 5.
It all helps.
Reach out and heal some of Crow's wounds.
Nice.
So you guys
Correct.
now
Okay.
Do you massage the wound or do you just touch it?
Lick it.
Okay.
And like as the tongue's going up the wound, you can see it sealing close.
All right, what were you saying, Daddy? Sorry.
As you guys are all, you continue walking up the path. You get to the entrance, or what was the entrance to this map. What do you do?
Black.
Yep, you can't see anything. At the moment, you just see a flattened house.
I asked Crow if he wants to scream out his invitation again.
Ooh, good idea. And so with the tail end of the of my great axe, I'm going to use it to knock at the door.
There's no door. It's just partially left wall.
Make a
You think
loud
the walls are pretty much destroyed or collapsed down to the point where they're only at waist height, sort of. So you can see
Right.
almost straight to the other side with just a couple of walls sort of popping up. Here.
Do you
So
want me to use this-
are we essentially standing on rubble?
I'm going to
There's
search for
nothing in front of
trapdoors.
Yeah, Crow's going to try and like kick over loose boards and anything to try and identify an opening.
Yep.
Or
I'm going to use smell to see if they've gone to a certain area in the house. If there's anything left, it don't want to be a hard check though, because it's
Yep.
weather run.
I'll use your previous score. And given that you're getting, as you approach the house, the scent gets, and you're able to lead the group to a stairwell in what looks to be like a ruined pantry.
Walk, walk, walk.
Sniff. Sniff. Draw.
I
Translate.
I can't. I just look back and go what. Can I use a ritual spell?
That is a deadly insult in my tongue.
Can I use detect magic as a ritual spell and cast it for stand there, cast it for the 10, set it up for 10 minutes and then use it?
Yeah.
Well,
Is there any bonuses if I help Bunk with that?
No.
Okay.
Can I search for traps?
Oh, okay, that just revealed that.
Oh, there's a thing there.
Yeah.
Watch out!
That's one of us. It's blue.
Move!
That's
Move it!
And so I'll say that you cast your detect magic, and you can now detect magic for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah. So do I detect any magic?
You do not feel anything too strongly at the moment.
I'm
I'm a magical wolf.
I also stand there and I cast. It's an actual ability. This is the first one I've cast in the entire D&D session. Mage armor onto Crow.
Crow puts
No.
up his axe and refuses your magical touch.
It's +4 to armor class, which doesn't help him that much.
Yeah.
You cannot
So-
be wearing armor.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
me would be the best one for that.
Oh yeah, it says that right there, you blind fuck.
Tries to cast the magic armor fails.
It's alright. I'll save it for the time being then, since, it didn't get cast.
For armor card.
Calm down, Mishy. Calm down. It's
I have 11.
Yeah, so do I.
I'm in melee.
Yeah, but you're a bog.
I mean, are you really?
Yes, I told her throw it out of someone and then sniffed him.
Sniffed his butt.
Pee on him?
Maybe.
Adam.
It was my kill.
And so at the bottom of the stairs that you found, Astius, there is an unlocked door which leads into a cell. The door opens onto a 5-foot wide landing, 15 feet above a large cellar with stone steps descending to the floor in 2 short flights. Another door stands beneath the stairs to the north, and a large stone cistern occupies the western part of the room, whose walls are lined with kegs and barrels. So, it
gonna
might be
keep
hard to
trying.
see, but there's stairs underneath Luther and Astius at the moment.
I'm gonna keep
Can
trying
I
to follow
see
the
if there's any
path.
traps around?
Yeah, you can search for traps. Make a perception check.
He lost his die.
No, he's just role playing, searching for traps.
What the hell?
Is that it behind you? On the ground, right behind you near your bed.
It's gone into the pocket dimension,
I,
never to be seen again.
I can see a dice on the ground or something.
Rubbish.
That's his used tissue.
Nice. Oh, I can't believe I was playing around with it just before. Anyway.
What, to use tissue?
A 4. Got a 4 anyway.
4 used tissues?
So you are now searching for traps. You don't see any immediately. Alright, so what he's doing.
Oh, if no one's opposed, I'm going to keep following the scent.
I'm gonna follow Astis, understanding that he's onto something. Crow's gonna rely on that.
Good job, Lassie.
Astius going, where is it, boy? Where is it?
I get you to make another perception check.
Who?
If it's no one who, Crow got a 15.
Was it actually 2?
Oh, wow. I only got like an 8.
I got 11.
You follow the scent to the bottom of the stairs, but after that, you saw it's a bit foggy on where the scent leads.
No. Bulldog looks lost.
The wolf shrugs his shoulders.
Bar.
All right, time to go away of Old Yeller.
Somebody take him out to the back of the barn.
So is that a door we can see at the end there?
There's a door
fountain.
on the west side to the north of the cistern, and
Cool.
there's also a door directly beneath the stairs on the north side.
Can I walk up to the door and knock on it? To the one next to the fountain thing.
Damn it. I was gonna say, can I knock on the door and say, hello, housekeeping?
Move yourself around.
Hello? Knock, knock, hello?
You need to do it in a American voice. You know, like, I need to borrow some brown sugar.
Hello,
Yeah.
neighbor?
You give it a, but you don't get a response.
I then move to the door next to the stairs and try to open it.
Yep. It pushes open.
I walk down here and loot, and see what's in the barrels. If there's anything extra around the barrels. Because they're full of alcohol, I'm assuming, and I could really use some alcohol right now.
You search through the barrels, and they are filled with foodstuffs.
Oh, free foods! I pocket some.
Let me find the bit. Where is it?
Do they have
So-
that symbol on it?
What symbol? Oh, the lion shield symbol.
Yeah.
They do not. These are unmarked barrels. The barrels contain salted pork, beef, flour, sugar, apples, and you actually do find one that is tapped. And turning the tap, and it is filled with a very strong ale.
Yes, I grabbed the glass bottle that only had a little bit that I stole from the inn before I built that, and I fill it up.
You have a full glass bottle.
Strong ale.
About a litre quantity of strong ale.
Yes.
Wait.
I also grabbed a couple of the salted porks, and then I run up to Crow and say, "Here, buddy, pork for Crow."
Ooh. Yeah,
As-
Crow hungry from decapitating people. And
As Bunk's got his hand out to hand it to Crow, the Bork just jumps through the air, grabs it.
So I
My
give him
God.
another one.
That's
So-
a death wish.
tug of war. Let's go.
Tug of war.
I
No
got,
axes.
I got a 9.
Roll, Mishy. Strength.
What is it, strength?
Yeah, strength contest. Let's go.
Yes, I'm starting to fight. I'm so happy.
19.
All right, you win. You get this one, doggo.
So I just give him
Very
another
good.
one. I just give you another one because I grabbed like as many as I could.
Again.
No, I'm happy. I got my pork.
I walk up to Bunk and ask him to tip some onto the ground.
Tips of what?
Alcohol, like the ale.
I just say no. Like, no, I need this shit. Sorry, buddy. And then I point out the barrel over there and say, "Go ham."
No?
Throws a match in there.
Well, yeah, Sham's saying that. You know, I wanted to see if it's flammable. That's why I said pour some little bit on the ground. But now Sham said just throw a match at the barrel. It's like,
Well, there's another building on fire thanks to Milky.
Well, it wouldn't be more of a fire.
This one's ruined already.
So-
Also, we should probably check the doors and, not be the most unfocused group of adventurers
I was
raiding.
just about to ask, so what was on the other side of that door that I opened?
I will reveal it. Polygon.
At least we have a room to escape to when Milky decides to blow himself up. I
You can see
love
what
it.
Looks into another corridor of sorts.
I
As
ran
you guys
inside.
are all focusing on this. Luther, you are struck from behind.
Yeah. Wait, what? No, where did that come from?
What was your armor class?
13.
30. You take 4 piercing damage.
To the head. Oof.
Rude. Here I am just trying to catch shit.
Oh.
on the tap.
Shit, I sent them to the wrong layer. Hold on.
Jonah,
Yes.
this is
You're
a
dead.
DM question.
Mhm.
Can mage hand get between somebody and an attack? So
You
like
can-
not to defend it completely, but to slow it down.
You cannot do attack actions with Mage Hand. It specifically says that.
But is that an attack action?
Will it have an attack roll to it?
Well, it's defense roll, as in like between somebody to to catch it in their hand.
It doesn't have defense or armor class.
It only exerts 5 pounds of force, so it's not enough to significantly dampen the blow.
Okay.
Alright. Luther, you spin around and there is one of the ruffians wearing very, very similar clothes from the characters in the tap house behind you. And another 2 have snuck out from the door in which Bunk was
That we-
knocking on.
That we knocked on.
Yes.
Hey,
Can everybody roll initiation, please?
9 for Crow.
10 for Bunk.
10 for Elazar.
I am a fast doggo of 9.
8.
Behold my single digit. The highest you can go.
Yes, the highest of the single digits, therefore the best.
So, Luther,
Behold
sorry,
my
what'd you get?
My upper single digit.
9.
Luther, what'd you get?
8.
And Bunk, sorry.
10.
Wait, counting.
Bunk and Alazar, you both rolled 10, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, what's your initiative bonus?
0.
1.
And Crow and Astius both rolled 9, so what's your initiative?
Crow's +1.
2.
Basically, we'll call it with our pants down.
We are all
I don't have
surprised.
pants.
Yeah, Crow don't wear pants. Then
Extra weapon.
it's more like a loincloth.
Crow has caught his loincloth up.
Is
Alright,
Wait till he
so
gets his second attack.
the ruffian behind you, Luther, is again going to strike. But he has a couple of quick swings, but you're able to parry them away with your short sword. The ruffian to the north. So they move in. So the one at the top is immediately going to come down and try and flank you in terms of the word, not the game. And it's help his partner try and take you out. And he hits with a single for 8 piercing damage. His other attack, you manage to parry off before he drives his follow-up into you. Now, the other one sees the dog, and then sees the huge hunking half-orc with the great, and he goes for the
Silly move, little man.
he makes a couple of swings at you. Doesn't quite reach the distance as you sort of just stare intimidatingly back at. He sort of like, as he went to attack you, he was a bit confused and almost pulled his swing a little. Next is Alazar.
Oh god.
By the way, I've been rolling amazingly for the attack. So.
You're not supposed to try to kill us.
Oh man, I don't even remember what names people are.
Bunk. Crow.
Yeah, no, shut up. I've got it now.
Astius.
I run up to the person that's attacking Astius and jump up the stairs, swing my mace in the face.
Would you be on the stairs? Because you would have come back through the door.
Yes, but I have to go downstairs.
So they've left the
Sorry,
north
I jumped.
door. So you can sort of see a little
Look,
bit.
I'm
through
attacking
the,
things.
Alright, so you're attacking that fella? Make an attack roll.
Natural 2.
Natural 2. You sort of fumble your steps as you come down the stairs. You have a swing, but it sort of goes very, very high and clean swifts over the top of his head.
Does a part his hair?
It makes it swish in the wind that you created as you swung.
Can I roll on the strength of the wind?
Next up is Bunk.
I move to the door entrance up here.
Yep.
And I cast Infestation onto that guy.
Yep.
There.
What do I got to do?
Constitution save of 13 plus.
He failed.
And you fail.
He takes a whopping 1 damage. 1 poison damage.
Is there any follow-up effects with that?
He takes damage and moves 5 feet in a random direction and can move at the speed of at least 5 feet. Roll a
Ooh, I have a
d4.
scatter die for this. Hold
No, it's roll
Bye,
a
Daddy.
d4.
Hey Badger, completely off topic. Did you end up getting a 3D printer?
No, I got a refund. They refunded me.
Okay, it's the D4 does it.
Yeah, 1 is north, 2 is south, 3 is east, 4 is west.
Scatter dice sounds more fun.
Scatter die would have been much more fun.
I'm sorry.
It's
You're the DM, do
goes south. I'll find it and I'll pull it.
That's the end of my turn.
Your turn. All right, Astius, you're next.
All right, it's freaking balk time.
Walk on.
Ball can't speak.
Oof.
From now on, when you're in Bork form, you just have to go Bork, 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 and Darty has to interpret.
So I'm going to attack the closest one with advantage. Yay.
Pack tactics.
Yep.
Yep, go for it.
Screw you, dice gods. It misses.
Really? Both? Okay.
Yeah.
What's your roll?
8. Sorry, 10.
10 on both.
Well, less on the first, 10 on the second.
That's with your plus to hit.
It is, unfortunately.
Bad luck. You take a quick strike at the ruffian in front of you, but he just sort of anticipates you and dodges out of the way.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not going to move. I don't want to get stabbed.
Okay. Crow, your go.
Okay, Crow's is going to smash the one in front of him with the two-handed axe for a 15.
Original.
You hit, roll damage.
7 plus 3, 10 damage as I crack down over the top, overhead swing to not hit my friends.
You make a very clean strike and you just cut very deep into his torso area. You see blood sort of gushing from the wound after the axe leaves. Yeah, and he just rings out in pain. Yeah, and he's looking pretty hurt after that. Anything else?
So he's not down?
Not down.
Okay. Yeah, stuff it. Crow's going to not take any care or notice of him, thinking that I've completely finished him off, and trudge my way through to this location to help Luther flank.
He makes a strike against you, which is a nat 20.
Oy, good on him.
How much health are you on, Crow?
Enough. It should be fine for the moment.
I
You
win.
roll really poorly on his damage dice, so you take 7 piercing damage.
Well, that's still not as poor as you'd think.
Roll 2 and a 3.
Someone's gonna have to put a good berry in Jonah's mouth and break his jaw.
Luther, you're
Right. Well, I'm going to take a swing at the guy in front of me. This one here.
Yep.
Me Thor. Oh, actually, no. The one behind me. That way I get.
Yeah, flanking.
and you get to roll with advantage, which means you get to add your sneak attack as well. Also, there's an enemy of your enemy there, so also sneak attack.
A 1. Fantastic. Again.
Wait,
You get
you
to
roll 2 once?
roll-
You've got advantage.
Yeah, I know, but it's just a 1 on my first roll.
It's alright, it can only go up. All the same.
Well, it
Plus
went up
1.
18 plus 5.
18. Oh,
There
that's
you
it.
go.
That hits, so roll your damage with your sneak attack.
First one is 4. And the sneak attack is 3.
And you got your modifier on that as well.
Yes.
Don't you roll 2d6 for sneak attack?
Oh, do I get another 1d6 because there's another guy behind me, is there?
Nah, because
No.
you're level 2. Do you get two sneak attacks or 1?
I'm not sure. Hold on.
Okay.
The sneak attack, 1d6.
So 7 total.
You strike pretty clean into him. It lets out a bit of a yelp of pain and grits his teeth as he attempts to now retaliate back onto. What was your AC?
13.
So both hits strike true. You take 8 points of damage from the first strike, and then a follow-up 4 points of damage from the second strike.
I am down.
And with the second strike, you immediately fail a death save. He sort of catches you on the way down.
Oof. Is that man looking no good?
No.
The other ruffian, which is behind you, sees you fall and walks forward over your body and attempts to attack Crow. And it just must be something about his imposing presence, but he attempts to strike and Crow just very calmly parries both.
Yeah.
The third one is going to now turn his attention to Alizar and make 2 strikes.
Dog's
And
a
what's your
man's
AC?
friend. They don't want to let that.
Who's AC?
Alizar.
What am I doing?
Sham, what's your AC?
AC. What do you mean AC? Oh,
Armor
16.
class.
Armor class.
16.
So the first one strikes and glances off your heavy arm. The second one actually managed to find a small purchase through the plate. You take 5 points of piercing damage from the short sword as he cuts into you.
Yep.
Then it's Elazar's turn.
Smack him back.
Oh boy, I'm gonna smack him with this axe. With a 10. What do I talk about? 12, sorry.
That's with your bonus? Yep. You have a swing, and he just parries it away and sort of grins. You doing anything else?
I can't do anything else.
Alright. So next is Bump.
The one, so I cast Toll of the Dead on that one. Wisdom 13 to save.
Yep.
Is that a cantrip
he
or
fails.
first level?
It's a cantrip.
So he fails. So that's the southern one.
Yep. And because he's already taken damage from infestation, he now takes an extra 5 damage. I rolled 5, by the way.
Nice. So a large bell chimes and sort of rings and echoes throughout the cellar. And the ruffian that you sort of focused your spell on, you just see blood and such just start dripping out of his nose and out of his ear.
He's not down yet, though.
No, he's still standing. Astius, you're up. Oh, are you gonna move, Buck?
No, I'm gonna stay there.
Astius.
How does Crow look? Does he look healthy or does he look very badly sore?
Oh, Crow less than half. But Crow's still angry. I'm a 10 out of 25.
Okay.
Luther is the worst looking.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah.
stinking on the ground.
dying. If he gets a 1 on his roll, it's we're gonna have to go find a priest to touch him in unmanly ways.
Well, look, I might move through a threatened square to go here. So I'll take the attack of opportunity.
He hits you with a 22.
What happened
Oh,
to Shen's camera?
Yeah, why is this not working?
Turn it off and back on. And then you take 6 piercing damage as he cuts you as you go past.
the dog that lets out a yelp of pain and then focuses his attention on the one in front of him.
Make it.
$16.
You hit, so roll your damage.
$9 damage and DC 11 strength saving throw will be knocked prone.
He passes.
He takes 9.
You leap onto him and just start tearing at him. And, like, he tries to put his hands up to try and stop you, and you just latch onto him and like tear his hands to pieces. See blood and exposed bone. Yeah, it's not a messy sight. He yelps out with a really loud screech of pain. Next is Crow.
So all 3 are still alive, all a bit bloody.
They're all looking pretty sore at this point.
Okay. So Crow's going to focus the one that looks the least bloody in front of him.
That's immediately to your west.
Okay. Crow chop.
Make a attack.
Ooh, 10.
10. You make a huge, like, haymaker sort of swing with your kratos. However, you just put a bit too much time and effort into the back, and the ruffian can anticipate and dodges out of the harms.
What else am I gonna do? Bonus actions. Hang on, let's see. No, I can't do anything with my bonus action. Alright, I'm just going to stare intimidatingly at the one in front of me that I missed.
No worries. Luther, can you make a death save?
Goodbye, my friend.
Roll for
Five.
Ooh.
What'd you get? 5.
5.
Please notch one more fail.
We gotta end this fight quickly, boys, so he doesn't get another chance to roll.
What is it, above 10? It's not failing the death save?
Correct. So 1 to 9 is fail. 1 being 2 fails immediately, critical fail. And 10 to 20 being success, where 20 is you get 1 hit point and you come back.
Can I help you?
Yeah. So Luther needs some help. Right, it's the ruffian. So having both Crow and the dog run past, the ruffian turns to you, Alizar, and makes a strike.
I don't like this.
The first strike you parry away with your shield. The second strike just clangs harmlessly against your arm.
I like this.
Now the southern ruffian turns and really sort of focuses on Crow here, and he has a 21 and a 17.
Both hit.
Take 8 piercing damage and 6 piercing damage.
Jonah's down too. Oh no.
Crow falls down. Oh wait, no, hang on. Crow does something that Crow does because he's an angry orc. Hang on.
Oh, yeah. You
Relentless
mentioned it out
endurance.
there,
When
yeah.
I'm dropped to 0 but not killed, I can drop to 1 HP. I am at 1 HP. So Crow lets out a mighty orcish rage. It's very instinctual, almost as if clinging on to life.
And the northern ruffian is now going to attack the dog, which has just mauled his hands to pieces.
Bork.
And he has a 23 and a 20.
Bork.
Non-natural 20, I'm guessing.
Non-natural. You take 4 piercing damage and 5 piercing damage from 2 quick strike.
So, yep, that's enough to put me... Because it goes by the wolf's HP, right? It's temporary hit
It
points.
does. Okay, so when you reduce to 0, whatever damage is remaining on the strike, so if you have 3 hit points, you take 5 damage. The 2 remaining carry over into your human form.
Okay, and I just switch back to it straight away, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay,
That's-
so how much damage was it again, sorry?
It was 4 in the first strike and 5 in the second strike.
Okay. Alright, so I take 4 damage in my normal form and revert back.
Now, Alizar, it is your turn.
I once again try to hit the guy in front of me.
Keyword to that was try.
Make attack.
Much keyword. 18.
18. You hit, so roll your damage.
Oh my god, I hit something. 6 plus 3, so 9.
You make a strike, just being a little bit higher than this guy still fighting on the steps. You clock his head from the left, and you hear a very distinguished snap as he just falls down lifeless.
Third time the charm.
Bunk, your go.
See, I really want to cast this ice knife, but that will kill Mishy and Jonah.
If it also explodes, Luther could also take damage, and taking damage is a fail.
Okay, so I'm not gonna do that.
So maybe not do that.
I'm going to cast Toll of the Dead on that dude again.
All right. He passes.
I do. What is it?
No, he didn't fail. So is it half damage or is it just 0 damage?
I think it's 0 damage. The target must succeed on a saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic damage. If the target misses his hit points, yeah.
Yeah, you roll a 17, so he succeeded.
Yep. I should have just thrown the friggin' that thing and just rezzed everybody and killed Milky.
Astius, your turn.
I'm gonna smack the one in front of me with a scimitar.
Make attack roll.
$19.
That hits, so roll your damage.
4.
4. You cut into this guy, into his torso. As you cut in, you sort of pierce into his stomach. He lets out a howl of pain, spits out blood. You reef the sword back, and he just drops his weapons and clutches his stomach. But he's still standing, but he just looks real shit.
So I've reduced him to 0 is my guess.
He would be more than 0, but he's very close.
But he's dropped his weapons. This is a good sign.
Yep. Crow, it's your turn.
Oh, this is bad. I want to run through and put a healing potion into Luther to stabilize him, but I would provoke 2 attacks of opportunity, wouldn't it?
You can throw it on me if you want.
Throw it into your mouth, let you crush the glass in.
Yeah, because you get knocked out this turn, don't you?
Well, he could die, straight up if he fails another death save. Yeah, he could die. What can I do? I mean, honestly, I think the only thing I can do is just try and kill and hope that he passes.
What's a potion? Is that a move or an action?
It's an action to administer, but you have to be in melee range, which means I'd have to move.
Well, my guy can't attack of opportunity with a weapon, if that helps.
He's got no arms, right?
He's dropped it, so he can still make a melee strike. His hands are sort of bloody. But again, it's got to be willful. The character's got to willfully want to do that.
He's pretty.
He's not. He's
pretty
holding his
fucked up.
guts.
He'll bash you with a stump of a hand.
Okay. Oh yeah, hang on. What's my HP?
You're at 1.
I'm at 1. Yeah, I hadn't updated. Oh, okay. Crow is going to attack the one directly in front of him that doesn't have, or that has hands. Sorry, that's brandishing with it. 24.
That definitely hit.
And 8 damage.
You slice into this guy with your great axe, cut deep, and blood gushes out everywhere. He drops one of his swords and clutches his side, and yelps out a good gripe of pain. But he grits his teeth and readies a follow.
Oh jeez. Okay. I have to stay where I am and ready some form of defense.
All right, Luther. Moment of truth.
Moment of truth.
All right, I'm going to make this a special occasion.
Yeah.
Please turn off webcam.
Turn off webcam.
We're gonna see if he dies or not.
Why is that a D6?
Pixelated, can't read.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh.
Oh,
That's all right. We'll go find a priest to touch you in many different ways.
necromancer.
I'm the necromancer. I don't have that ability yet.
Luther sadly, as he's laying there on the ground, the wounds are just too much, and he breathes his last breath.
Oof.
You lose.
Coming next,
Fatality.
coming next session, Luther's brother has come for revenge.
The ruffian that's sort of clutching his sword, has dropped his swords. He is going to disengage and attempt to.
That's the one next to Astius, isn't it?
Correct.
So you can only move 30 feet, right?
Does he get an attack of opportunity?
No, because he's disengaged.
Given his wounds, he moves a couple of steps, but trips over the small wall to the pool. Actually plummets into the pool and pulls himself back out, and then makes a step towards the back wall. The one that has gripped his sword makes a single attack at you, Crow, as a defiant laugh stand. And he has a 13.
Crow parries with ease.
You parried away. Alizar, it's your turn.
I walk over here and attack said bigot.
Alright, make an attack roll.
That's 15.
That hits. Roll your damage.
7.
The guy, as he sees you approach, he just spits out blood. He shouts, "You will not stop us," right as you crack him mid-sentence with your mates and just end it. Bunk, your turn.
I look at. I move to.
Back in a second.
Can I jump down? That's like 5 feet.
It is a 15-foot drop.
Okay, I don't do that.
So for you, it's 30.
Okay. I scream across the room at the last one alive, saying, "Where's the boss? We may let you live," like so on and so forth. And like, essentially, like, tell everybody to calm down, chill out. There's no need for this. Like, we can organize this, and ask him tell us to answer before I do anything.
Okay, so you initiate your plea to the party to hold off.
Yep.
Astius, you're up next. What do you do?
Framer.
No, we need him to.
I'm not going to do that. I acknowledge that, and
Crow's just gonna punch him in the face, so it doesn't matter.
no, I'm just going to try to grab him.
Okay, you approach, and I get you to make a strength check, please.
So he couldn't have answered between that time, because I didn't end my turn technically. I was just asking the guy a question.
So, yeah, it's a bit funny the way the combat sort of works, but generally the way that I work it in conversation with NPCs, if you ask something, you might, because you would spend your action speaking to them.
Okay.
You gotta wait for them to be able to spend their action to reply.
Okay, yep.
I attempt to grab him, but gently caress his back instead. I rolled a 1.
Yes. I soothe you. Don't hurt me. I'm trying to be
Actually,
nice.
Bunk, I will get you to do one
He
thing.
is
please.
uncomfortable.
I get you
Yeah.
to make a persuasion check with your plea.
16.
16. Okay. Astius, I will get you to move up to the ruffian because you've attempted to grab. But as you do, with some sort of strength, the ruffian sort of slaps your hands away and keeps you from getting into it. Crow, it's your turn.
Crow is going to understand the command from the little. Are you a lady now or a man?
I'm a man.
Little man, and move forward and attempt to stabilize Luther. You know, understanding, of course, he's dead. But,
Yeah.
you know, it's a traumatic time for Crow.
Yeah.
Stabby man is down.
The ruffian, sort of noticing that it's, you know, he doesn't have too many options here, sort of stops, drops it. Oh, he hasn't got any weapons, but puts his hands up. Says, okay. Promise that I can walk away from here with my life, and I will help you. But and he's splattering blood, and you can just see like his nose is smashed in. He's not in a good way, but he's trying to bargain.
Like, it still turns, I'm assuming, so it's...
So it would be Alizar would be next.
Yeah.
So, are we still in combat? Or
Yeah.
is this guy
Kill
now
Jonah.
saying that-
If you, as a party, you can decide that you don't want to be now, or like Alizar, if you want to kill him,
Yeah, go for
free
it.
to do it. It's your choice. Given that the other guys have stopped, like you're the last one that gets to act here and choose if you want to stop or if you just want to punch.
Well, I'm gonna go next to Crow and heal him of his wounds.
Okay. So you reach out and
Find
touch
my
Clint.
stupid thing.
Now, just throwing it out there, I did have 19 gold on me. Just throwing it out.
We know.
Pill for the party, man.
So all that silver that I took, you know, technically you can have it back now.
I
That's
heal
fine.
for 7.
You heal for 7. Kurt, you heal for 7. A lot of your wounds stop bleeding, and a few of them even close up.
What if
All
Crow
right.
wants to be?
Cool. So we're back to bunk. So bunk, combat's ended. Everyone is helped it.
So we're no longer in
Everyone
combat.
gets held off. You know, this is dead elf on the ground.
I move there and I'm like, where is your boss? Like, what's going on? I ask him.
Just please, please, just can I have my life? I'll help you, but please let me walk away from here. I'll never come back again.
I can't promise that as of yet. Give me the information. And it's not just up to me, it's up to my fellow members. You have killed one of our
I
friends.
dare say the weight of the information depends on your life.
Yeah.
He goes, no. I didn't kill your friend. That was Jeff. And look what the half orc did
Goddamn
to
Jeff.
Jeff.
And I respond back with, look what the half orc can do to you. Answer the question.
I understand and I respect of what the half orc can do, and I decided I didn't want to deal with that. That's why I was going to run away. But I just please, Mr. Small Man and Mr. Half Orc, please can I have your word? I'll help you, and I'll willfully help you. Look, even he starts reaching into his pocket. He pulls out a small coin pack and just starts throwing coins on the ground. He's like, just take my money, just take everything. Just let me go, please.
So sorry, who's he saying this to at the moment?
To me and to me.
Okay,
Mostly
promise it.
to
You promise it.
I look at him and say, look, I can promise for myself, but I can't promise for everybody else. Answer my question.
He looks to everyone and he goes, just please, can I go after I help you?
I turn away from the guy.
Look, the place here is run by a wizard called Glassstuff, okay? He's further, he's deeper, okay? He's deeper in the cavern.
What direction?
You can go through the area to the north. Through that door, just behind you. You can go through there. Now,
Cool. I cast Toll of the Dead on him.
You failed.
He's dead.
Get your roll your damage. You could roll a 1. Yeah.
6.
6.
Good roll at 6.
A large bell chimes, and the look like this guy catches what you're doing and sees you. You know, make the gestures with your hands.
Look, I'm
and
fucking
hears-
neutral. I don't care.
And then hears the bell just toll, and poof, life just goes, ends out.
Serving evil has its own tolls.
Now, sorry, I forgot to do this before, but could everyone from the first encounter please add 100 experience points each? And from this encounter, split.
Split.
We're just
Fine,
leaving.
hold on.
Split.
Hold on. Sorry, 80 experience points on the first one,
80 on the first.
and 75 on the second encounter. So, 155 each.
We should be at 505 XP.
See,
Look, when it comes down to it, I'm neutral, and that promise is death, so I don't care. He killed my friend. It wasn't really a friend. I actually had to keep cleaning up.
He
after
killed
him.
my acquaintance.
He killed my
Well-
party member. Of revenge must be sought.
So, Crow, you were trying to stabilize Luther here.
Yes.
But no matter how many times you sort of shake him or pound him or yell at him to wake up, he remains. motionless.
of course that's how a half-orc would try to stabilize someone dying. You'd shake them.
Like,
Well, if he was still fine, I had a funny way of actually stabilizing him, but he had to go and die, didn't you?
Well, I'm gonna cast Good Berries. And take 4 myself to bring me up to full.
Yep.
And hand them out to you guys. How do you want to split them?
Crow instantly takes one and tries to shove one down Luther's throat.
Rushing Dragon Ball Z. Sensu Bean!
I
Yes.
rummaged through his corpse.
I get the sense of me, but I just imagine just this aggressive half orc just like grab the jaw,
Shoving him.
rip it open, and just wham with this bean into the.
His head is more damaged now.
Just
Alright.
his jaw, just the.
So I think Bunk, you're uninjured, so I'll give 3 to Crow, 2 to Alazar.
So Crow's used 1 on Luther, and he's going to chomp down
Yep.
the other 2.
Other 3, that's counting the one you also did.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I had 3.
All right. What else do you guys do?
I rummaged through Luther's body, grab his dagger, his swords and stuff, and be like, we will bury this in another place. Some fucking thing. To mourn his death. And I find the gold, of course, because he said it. And
Oh, the silver.
yeah, all his silver. And I basically just hand it to everybody.
I look at the silver and go, I fucking knew it.
Well, I had
Lying scumbag.
Well, if you want to know exactly what I had, I had 10 gold, 86 silver, and 134 copper.
So Crow is not interested in the gold. Crow's more interested in
I'm gonna pass on that.
not leaving a man behind as part of his military training. And he's got to turn to Alazar and say, "You priest man, you know someone who can fix this?" And it's also probably worth, I guess, Milky, do you want us to try and revive you, or are you wanting to do a new character? Is that something, I don't know, Daddy, we haven't had to deal with this sort of thing yet.
If you can try, if not, I'm more than happy to make a new character.
I think
So-
Revival's pretty higher level than we're probably in at the moment.
Yeah, and in terms of the game rules, this particular team, there's nobody detailed in the game that has these types of services. But like, if you want to go on a quest, I can think about that.
Drag my half-open carcass around town.
Well, it's sort of up to you, Milky. Do you want this character, or would you want to try someone else?
If it's literally too much effort, I'll just make a new character. I'm not fast.
See, if I was level 8, this would all be no fucking problem.
But you're 2, so shush.
I just open a portal and chuck him in the portal and be like, we can res him later. Let's go.
Okay, you can drag my dead body to that chick who doesn't like me and say, look, he's dead. Now give us weapons. He can't bully town people anymore.
And can't set buildings on fire.
Yeah, I can't set the town on fire.
He died heroically after setting half your town on fire.
After setting.
If we get back to that town and half of it's burnt down, I'm going to be so pissed and I'm just not going to care about his corpse. I'm just like, fucking leave it. Let's go.
Just throw it in the bar that I burned down. It's like, there you go. That's his first act. Just fucking leave him there. Love it. Yeah, I'll just make a character. That's fine.
Alright, I'll have a chat to you, Milky, about how we can bring that and make that happen after this.
His brother, for revenge.
He lives, he dies, he's back alive. I'm the necromancer.
Although my name is only one.
I live again.
Although my name is only one vowel difference. I swear I'm a different person, and I have the same abilities.
I think given what's happened and that it's very, very close to 4, I think that's probably a good and adequate time to leave the session and stop.
Yeah, I agree.
We should do a short rest.
I think we should bury this guy if he doesn't want to live.
Yeah, well, we should, before we end the session, we'll take him outside and bury him.
No, don't bury me. Actually burn me. Like,
Yeah, he wanted
Can we
to
chuck
go
him
out
back
and
in the bar?
The flame, die by the flame.
I finally pour some alcohol on the ground like you asked before to see if it's flammable.
You would have wanted this.
next thing you know, his long lost twin brother Sleuther comes out to try and avenge his death.
it is I all along. Yeah. But if you can, take me to the top of the actual castle and burn me up there. That will be pretty cool.
That's a lot of effort.
Nah,
Why don't we ask the wizard who looks after these people? Maybe he's actually level 8 and can res people.
If he's level 8 wizard, I don't think we're going to be in a position to
I
ask him
don't
to do
think
that.
level 8 wizards can res.
Well, do whatever you said you're doing. Put him in a portal.
No, I was going to open a dimension, like a 30 room by 30 room that has time slowed in it. So that I
Put him
could
in a bag
literally
of holding.
No, I could have literally chucked him in there so his corpse would have taken 10 years to decay, and then when I got high enough level, I could have just gone.
No, just chuck him in a bag of holding, right? And then
I lied. I
and
was
then,
just
you
going to
know-
use his corpse as fucking fodder.
when we're finally strong enough to like be able to res him, we just unravel the bag of holding. Except we didn't take into account that he'd still decompose. It's just
No,
bones.
just by flame. Valhalla awaits.
Hey, you're dead. You have no idea what's happening
dead
right
people
now.
can't talk.
I'm watching you. Ooh, burn me.
I cast purification on
We
myself.
put him in a vial. Rob the vial.
Rub the lamp.
Well, we can burn him if you want. Like, we can just burn him here, to be honest.
There's a barrel full of ale. Just tip that.
Yeah.
Fucking burn me.
We could preserve
Hang
you.
on.
Can we learn from our mistakes and do it outside?
We put him in the barrel of alcohol and preserve him.
I'm down for this.
I agree.
If I resurrect drunk, I'm blaming you, better.
That's 3 out of 4. We win.
Will that work?
No.
My answer will always be you can certainly try.
I like you, Darty. Let's try it.
Yes. Agree.
We stuff him in the barrel. And if it doesn't work, we can burn him after anyway.
Hang on. If the alcohol's flammable, it should be enough to help preserve it.
Yeah.
I'll have to look at
Crow, can you stuff him in the barrel? I can't do it. I'm not tall enough.
He just burned me. Set me aflame to this world.
Look,
Dead people can't talk.
there's two options happening here, Milky. Calm down. If it doesn't work, we'll set you on fire, and it'll be way easier.
I mean, just
Because
imagine
you'll be
being
full of
like,
alcohol.
just imagine being a spirit and you've just died, you know, in battle with your friends. They tried their hardest to save you, and you're looking down upon them, and you're like, "Oh, that's so nice of them. They tried their best." Then they proceed to stuff you in a barrel.
This is how poltergeists are made.
Tequila.
That's a haunting.
Crow, can you please stuff him in the alcohol barrel?
Yes.
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 Rolls in that one just puts me through the ground.
Crow, you pick up the deceased body of Luther. Astius, you open the barrel.
And put 2 silver coins in there and,
And
say,
Crow just
"Fuck
literally,
you."
cartoon just sort of overhead, just shoves straight into the barrel. Alcohol just flies out as his body now enters. And you do your best to sort of push him and shove him in there. And then Astius, you get the lid back on top, and Crow, you push down on the lid, and you now have a dead elf in a barrel of alcohol.
You never had to
What he
play
would
that
have
before,
wanted.
Marty.
I put the I attempt to stab the barrel with his swords to leave them there, so that we know which barrel to take if we come back.
Make sure you label the barrel say dead elf inside.
The barrel is now marked with 2 swords crossed in the top of it.
Yes.
Luther's-
I'm going to cast Goodberry and chuck some in with him.
We are gonna have one hell of a
to
tasty.
season and ferment the alcohol with the
Yeah, I said burn me, not cook me. Jesus.
With and I'm not joking, I do this.
Okay, so you do it before the lid goes back on, and there
Yes,
are now 10 good berries floating. All 10, or just a couple?
10.
All
Screw
10 berries are now floating.
No,
Now,
I press them a little bit
you
first.
press them, mush.
Yes.
They are now mushed.
Stuff
and
me
they're
through before you finish the
in the oven.
Darby, I will leave your imagination as to what happens with that.
fucking throw some herbs and spices in there.
I'll leave it.
Tempted to chuck a match at the bottom of it.
Fuck man, don't forget the bay leaf. Gives me absolute flavour.
Come back in like 5 years. Somebody's drunk out of the thing. God, that was a fucking good year.
The good berries are magic.
Hint of berry and wood elf.
They are magical berries.
Fine year.
It's got a very woody flavor.
Rustic flavor.
So now that we've done that and we've put him in the barrel, I don't know if he wants to make a new character or not. But should we? But before
we'll do a new character, because it could be like, in terms of game time, it could be weeks until you find the
Yeah.
right person to bring him back. So obviously we want Milky to come back and play, and yeah, that can be a thing that you now do.
and before anything else happens, even though he's most likely going to make a new character, are we going to stay in this dungeon and explore on while we're waiting for him, or are we going to fuck off to town and take the barrel back to town and be like, "Can you look after this? Please don't touch it or open it. It's a bit
Well,
gross."
that's up to you guys as a group. Whichever path that you take, I'll have a creative way to bring Milky in. So
Take him back to the bar and say, make sure you talk to him. You don't want him to feel lonely.
oh, we've got some great alcohol here. Why don't you serve this to your patron?
Actually rejuvenated and also disgusted for some reason.
How old was he? Yeah, it's a 26-year-old ale. Yeah, good year. Aged quite well.
If you drink 1/10 of the ale, you don't have to drink for the rest of the day.
It has a burnt taste to it, but it's still got some good flavour.
Because the good berries in there, it instantaneously makes them drunk, and they're drunk for the rest of the day. Not. And they
then
get
I
help.
get a hangover in the morning.
So yeah, party. People that are alive. What do you want to do?
What do you mean? What do you want to do?
I
So
think we
what
need
I
to take a
did-
short rest.
Yeah, I'm referring to before we end the session. What we should decide what we're going to do from this point on. So Darty has an idea on how he can bring Milky's character, Milky's new character
I
in.
think we should stay in the dungeon. I mean, his body is not going to go anywhere, and it's, you know, safe from decomposing, we think.
We hope.
It's not going to smell anytime soon. Unless
that's
that
true.
smell is good berries.
And and the concern I have is if we leave and they find their dead people around them, that they'll either like scatter or do something unexpected.
Well, that's the way I'm thinking.
So
Jonah,
I
Sham?
say we stay.
Crow is happy to push on, provided that he gets to drink his healing potion and something else.
Does a short stay give you a spell slot back?
Depending on the class, I don't think
Me,
there's a
yes.
critical- It's also worth pointing out that the fair bits happen during this day. You're probably getting towards the end of the day to begin with anyway, because at the start you did sort of go out and explore the town and such. And you've then also dealt with these ruffians and burnt down the tap house. And now you've also sort of come into here. So there's a fair bit of time in between all of these events, which would have progressed the day. So,
Well, I dare suggest that we go back to the tavern and sleep.
Yeah, but what if we're not welcomed anymore because some dickhead burnt down the fucking thing?
Dickhead's dead. We can explain that.
Yeah, but he's our party member. They're still
Not
going to
anymore.
us. She
They
wouldn't
don't know
let.
that I'm dead.
Well, we can take the barrel back with us and be like, well, have a look if you don't believe us.
Where's that guy that burnt down the building? You just pointed at the barrel. Just
Open the barrel.
right there.
he's with us in spirit.
Spirits?
Two knocks if it's you there, Luther. Yeah, see, the barrel speaks.
It's just me behind the barrel.
I see. You're too short. They can't see you.
So, Jonah, what is your opinion on it? What do you want to do? What does Crow want to do?
What is Crow thinking? I don't know.
He wants to stay and fight. He's happy to push on.
Crow's happy to push on, provided that he can get enough healing.
Well, I explain that I am exhausted. I don't have any ability to cast any more spells whatsoever.
Could we risk a long rest here, even though they might push out? Or do you want, because I'm with Astius on this.
That we need a long rest.
No, I'm with Mishy's character.
Yeah. What's his standpoint? Sorry.
That we
Short
should
rest.
stay, short rest and stay to, just in case, that they see their enemies. Or we could just hide the corpses, is another option.
Well, Crow's fine with a short rest, provided that we do it here, and we hide the corpses, because there could very well be patrols or something.
Yeah.
And a long rest might alert the wizard to fortify himself a bit more.
That's my concern too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should hide the corpses in.
More barrels!
Yeah.
With Luther?
Oh man, barrels is gonna be our fucking thing. We're gonna see barrels and worry about corpses being in the barrels now.
Let's crack some barrels and hide it and try to clean up the blood with the fountain water, cool water.
Get everyone to make a strength check and a dexterity check.
That's disconcerting.
I got 2.
Non-natural 20 for Crow.
And a
14.
what check? Strength and
dexterity.
13 strength, 8 dex.
7 dex, 2 strength.
14 dex for Crow.
So, Crow, you seem to take the lion's share of the work just with your general brute strength and such. Little Bunk is trying to move bodies, but they are just too heavy, and she's just not, or he is just not the right size to move these.
Yeah,
you
his
all work
strength is
together,
higher than mine.
and progressively over the next hour or so, you manage to empty out some barrels, remove the lids, empty out the contents, and then shove these bodies in the barrels. Now, some of the bodies haven't fit, and you've decapitated them enough, or a little bit further, just so you can get them all sort of stuffed in there. And then you've put the lids back on and corked them. You've also then. Can you describe how you would have cleaned up the blood?
Fountain, the water from the fountain.
Vigorously.
So just pouring
use-
the water out and then putting it onto the ground and sort of washing it away with like a cloth or something.
I
Is
would
that-
use their clothing that's clean to
Yeah.
wash it with the water.
They're using their capes, their red capes.
All right.
Yeah.
You've managed to in this time, in the hour, clean up a good amount of the blood. Now it's not obvious, but it's still, the floor is stained red. As you've attempted to clean it.
Could I've seen that? Could I have used some of the alcohol? Because I have 2 vials of alcohol. I have an ale and a spirit. Could I have used some of the spirits to clean up the alcohol? To clean up the blood?
Yeah, I'll say if you use both vials of spirits, that you're able to clean up the stains.
Sweet.
Also, bugger, man. I'm sorry for you.
What, for losing my alcohol?
Yeah.
No, it's all right. I've got the ale.
You know what we could do? We could pour it on there just to make sure it's extra clean and then light it on fire.
No, see, I need that, right? I
Burn the
need
blood
the
away.
alcohol. No, I need the alcohol. Right? I'm not wasting the alcohol. I need it.
He's an alcoholic.
No, I'm not. Well, maybe. I have a spell that lets me, it gives me extra life if I have a shot of alcohol.
Alcoholic.
Yeah, it's false life. I use some alcohol and it gives me 1d6 health as a temporary thing for 3 hours or some shit like that.
I will also say that during the time that you guys have been cleaning up, you've also noticed a little bit more in the adjacent room.
You have it, Milky. You're dead. Right, cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised none of us investigated that room while we were doing all that.
We've been in combat, and I've been picking up buddies.
Yeah, and I've been waddling around trying to help.
Emphasis
Help me,
on
Papa
wobbling.
Crow. Help me.
Well, I might just poke my head around both those corners and see if we're clear.
No, because what if you go to combat?
Then that's a perfect time to end the session.
Well, move your character.
It was a trap. Shotgun to the face.
Yes, because shotguns exist. You know, it's a cluster arrow.
Sorry, a cluster. A hammer drops from the ceiling.
Hits you on the head. Ah, we could have hidden all the corpses in there.
We
So,
still
in-
can. Move the barrels.
Crow's like, no.
So, this particular room appears to be a storeroom pressed into... Am I reading the right thing? Yeah. Pressed into service as a living quarters as well. 2 double bunks stand against the wall near the door, while barrels and crates fill the southern half of the chamber. And investigating these barrels does reveal that they contain the same contents as the previous room.
Yes, more meat, Crow. More meat.
Grow very hungry.
After moving barrels and corpses.
Well, let's eat and rest, I think. Short
Yeah.
or long rest?
Short rest.
I mean, the
Uh,
bed's there.
Also, additionally, 3 dirty scarlet cloaks hang from the corners of the bunk.
Again, what if we do take a long rest and there's a patrol that comes through? What happens if they alert, the people here aren't here, and they open the door, and we're all sleeping and we're attacked?
We sleep with cloak on.
We sleep with cloak on.
That's not the worst idea I've ever heard.
Crow is so smart.
I highly approve.
Are there any prerequisites to having a long rest? Like, could we empty a couple of the barrels, hide the contents in the corner of the room, then hide in the barrels and sleep?
You can certainly try, yeah. But you've got to think of it in the way, could you fall asleep if you were stuffed in a barrel?
Yes, 100%.
Damn fucking good.
This is why I
No,
asked the
like-
question.
Yeah, but no, that's one way to try and do it. And if you want to know, the girls... No, they did it in a different way. They didn't sleep in the barrels, but yeah, they did some other things. I'll let you know about
Did
that
they-
later.
Did they barricade the door?
Barricade the door.
No, barricade.
Well, I was actually going to suggest that if we want to sleep in there, I'll do the first watch, go to bunk, and then we'll barricade the door. you guys sleep, and then I'll sleep, and so on and so forth. Like,
Okay,
kind of-
well, hold on. We could move the barrels in the bigger room that we're in currently to be in front of the door as we close the door behind us, so we should be able to hear them move the barrels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crow. You know
Yeah.
how you had heaps of meat before?
Yep.
Do you want to move some more barrels for us, buddy? I'll get the little ones.
No.
All right. So, lizard man.
I'll
was
assist
your
whoever's
idea.
doing it.
I'll move the little ones.
Oh. Crow have light bulb moment.
Uh-oh.
We wear cloak. We take body of Dro Man, and we rest while wearing cloaks with the body in front of us. And if anyone investigate, we say we killed him, defending the area.
But he's gonna smell like good berries and alcohol.
That's his own problem.
He's not
Yeah.
here anymore.
We kind of stuffed that up with the good. Nah, good berries are fun.
Yeah, let's light bulb. I just stand there. I just fuck it. I'm going to get into bed. I just jump on. Like I attempt to jump on the top bunk, but realize that for me jumping on the top bunk jumps into the bottom bunk.
Alright. I'm gonna wear a cloak. I'm gonna chuck it on.
Yeah, I'm putting a cloak on as well.
There's only 3. Oh no, we've grabbed some more, so we can use those too.
Yeah.
I
They're covered in
have-
blood. And Crow has one because he chopped the person in half.
I'll wear the one that I've got because I also have lots of cuts and lots of blood everywhere.
So that's all 3 cloaks.
Yeah, done.
Mhm.
Cool. I hide in the barrel.
No, you've got. There's
You have
one
a
for
cloak.
you as well. There'll be one
Oh,
for you.
okay.
Crow looted one from the tap out that was covered in blood. So there'll be a spare one for each of you other 3.
I would like to sleep on the floor with a bottle of alcohol in my hand.
You do so. Alright, so ending the session. You guys all getting ready to take a long rest. And yeah, you're doing so in disguise. So cool. We'll leave it from there, and yeah, we'll pick it up 2 weeks.
Cool.
I haunt
Pixelated
someone in
Milky
the dream.
return.
Hey.
I haunt someone in the dream saying, "You killed me."
Oh, can we take the swords out of the barrel and take the lid off the barrel and put the Milky's corpse in the center of the room for that reason as a
Yeah, you can bring Milky's corpse barrel into the center of the room.
Why did you put me in a barrel?
Light him on fire.
Corpse barrel.
It's in here.
We're gonna
Purify
take him
him.
out. We're gonna take him out of the barrel because it looks odd if he's in the barrel in alcohol. That's really like important to these people. Why you waste barrel? Why you waste alcohol?
Didn't want it to smell.
Yeah, I didn't want it to smell. Okay, cool, done. End of
We
session.
could
I
say
guess.
he was looting it, and then during combat the barrel fell on him, and now he's covered in the alcohol.
Yeah,
And good
So
berries.
smart.
and good berries. Yeah, we just explain our so when the guards come in, we're just explaining like this group that's identical to us. There was a druid, a wizard, a big ass half orc, and a friggin' a dragon thing, and this like random rogue, and like they attacked us.
Just how I threw a knife at a dragon.
And then this died. That was it. Nothing else died. Just that.
So one of the dead ones is Jeff. I will take his identity. My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff. But yeah, cool. Done. 2
Alright,
weeks from now.
Easy. Cool. Well, I'll be on Discord in a sec. Milky, we'll jump into a different channel. We'll have a bit
Oh my. Okay.
of...
Oh my.
Just drag me to the channel.
Thanks, mate. Bye.
Bye.
Cheers.